day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Oh, well, good morning, Mzansi. It is quarter to the weekend. Welcome to Expresso. We are your Feel Good Morning show. Now, my name is Carissa Cupido.
And I am Graham Richards. I don't know what that game show entrance is all about there. I am here for that energy. I don't actually know this morning. Some days life can kind of get away from you a little bit, and that's okay. The things we experience can be a little confusing. Life really hard.
It does.
And it doesn't always make sense, and we don't fully have a grasp on things, but don't worry. We're going to take those baby steps with you today. Thank you for saying quarter to the weekend. I didn't realize how excited that made me. I'm going to say this, kids, if you're on holiday right now, I hope you're looking after your parents, okay? So we are speaking to the parents right now. We want you to understand your space, know things better so you can make better choices today. So think of this as your safe place. We're going to look after each other today.
I like that, Gray. Thank you for being the safe place, because we definitely need to get into Autism Day. It is in honor of World Autism Day, and we're joined by Miss South Africa 2025, Awezi Mazalini, and we can't wait to have Awe in studio with us, who is using her voice to drive awareness and inclusivity. And we'll also unpack what your body may be telling you when it comes to ulcers, helping you make more informed health decisions from day to day.
Because you can be proactive in that sense. And then there are probably the two most proactive stars of your morning, any morning, are waiting for us to connect up in Jersey to bring us that inspiration. I know they are really looking forward to today. Good morning, ladies. How are you doing?
Good morning, Cape Town. Good morning, Mzansi. It is a brand new day, a brand new month, and also a brand new chance to start all over again. And you know what? You guys decided to start right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's so true. My name is Zanele Fotelwa.
And I am Chadley. We are here in Joburg.
And 100% bringing you only all the goodness you need as we get this day started. And let me tell you, my friend, we're going to be taking you behind the scenes of Woolworths' bold new AW26 collection to help you make smarter style choices this season, my lovely.
And you guys know we have Tropica Island of Treasure. It is well underway. And today we have Springbok star Francois Hoogaard. He's going to be taking us on the whole new challenge right there on Tropica Island of Treasure. I'm ready. Zan is ready.
I 100% am.
Carissa is ready with your news headlights.
Well, that's right, Zan and Chan. Thank you for bringing us to 2 minutes after 6 o'clock. Let's get started with your national news headlines, where outgoing Commissioner Edward Kisvetter has announced that the South African Revenue Service collected over 2 trillion rand in revenue for the first time, exceeding expectations set by Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana. Now, the total of more than 2,000 billion rand marks 8.4% growth. It is also the first time in 3 decades that SARS has exceeded its target. Kisvetter attributed the performance to improved compliance with personal income tax and VAT-leading contributions. President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to announce the new SARS commissioner's name later on this month. In other national news, the Electoral Commission has launched its Get Up, Show Up, Vote campaign ahead of the 2026-27 local government elections, calling on South Africans to re-engage in the democratic process. Now, Chairperson Mosotho Moyepia warned that public trust in institutions is declining, despite years of hopeful participation. Now, he cited research by the Human Sciences Research Council as a stark reminder. The new logo and message aim to inspire especially young voters while reinforcing the Commission's commitment to credible, inclusive and accessible elections nationwide. Internationally speaking, several dozen people are feared dead after powerful explosions tore through a military arsenal in Bujumbura, Burundi's economic hub. Now, the blast began at an ammunition depot in Musaga, sending shrapnel into nearby neighborhoods and causing extensive damage. A senior army official said hundreds, possibly thousands, were injured, though no official figures have been released. Now, the site is near military facilities and Mpimba prison. Fire spread rapidly, igniting weapons, supplies and infrastructure, sparking panic across the densely populated city of over 1 million residents. In other news, fresh explosions have shaken Tehran as US President Donald Trump suggested the conflict with Iran could end within weeks, claiming Tehran had requested a ceasefire. Now, Iran has denied this, calling the claims baseless. Meanwhile, Iranian missile and drone attacks have struck oil tankers near Qatar and Dubai, raising fears over global energy supplies. Now, British Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper is set to host a virtual meeting today, where about 35 countries will discuss diplomatic measures to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, a key focal point of tensions. And closing off on this note, in Almaty, Kazakhstan, a newly unveiled statue now honors a remarkable act of kindness from 2016, when a young man jumped into a turbulent canal to save a struggling dog and ended up stuck himself. Now, with both in danger, nearby strangers didn't hesitate. They formed a human chain, linking arms and working in unison to pull the pair to safety. A dramatic rescue captured on video that later resonated with millions worldwide. That act of teamwork and courage has become a lasting symbol of empathy and community spirit. Now, the statue stands as a reminder that ordinary people acting together can create extraordinary outcomes and bring out the very best in humanity. Well, we love to see Ubuntu being practiced worldwide. On that note is where we close your 6 o'clock news. Let's dive straight into your sports.
Sometimes you're the main character, sometimes you've got to play a supporting role. And the Proteas ladies, they are learning that in spades at the moment. Let's start with cricket and Amelia Kerr blasting an unbeaten 179 to inspire a record 350-run chase and seal a thrilling 2-wicket win over our ladies in Wellington. What a series this has been. Key support coming from Isabella Gaze there, while half-centuries from Annika Bosch, Laura Wolfart and Chloe Trion proving in vain in a run fest for the ages. I think both teams, unbelievable form at the moment. Well, let's stay in that cricketing lane and head to the IPL, where Samir Rizvi struck an unbeaten 70 as the Delhi Capitals eased to a 6-wicket win over the Lucknow Super Giants. So backed by Tristan Stubbs, who's 39 not out, the pair sharing a match-winning stand after an earlier collapse. A little bit earlier, Lungi and Gidi also claimed 3 wickets to restrict Lucknow to 141. Clearly, the South Africans still shining. Now we can go a little further afield and tackle tennis, as Jessica Pegula fought back from a set down to beat Yulia Putintseva 4-6, 6-4, 7-5 in a 3-hour thriller to reach the Charleston Open last 16. So the defending champion overcame a 0-2 third set deficit, in fact, love to, and handing very tricky day conditions and Putinetseva's variety as well to seal a hard-earned victory, one of those that kind of proves those championship credentials. Now we can get into the tail of the tape of football, and we're looking at the bigger picture, obviously heading towards a World Cup. Now, France have returned to the summit officially of the FIFA rankings for the first time since 2018. In fact, that was after impressive wins over Brazil and Colombia. Talk about scalps there. Then Spain slipped down to second, with Argentina in third, as England and Portugal round out the top 5. Of course, ahead of the start of the World Cup. We love that for the fans. Lots to get excited about. Hopefully the same applies to the weather. Let's see what those temperatures have in store for us today.
Well, thank you so much, Gray. Let's get straight into your weather as we prepare for the weekend. We get started in Polokwane, where today we'll start off with some drizzle in the morning. Temperatures, they start at 15 and rise to a pleasant 28. Now going into the week, expect sunny conditions with temperatures reaching those upper 20s. Let's head into Klerksdorp next, where you can expect mostly sunny skies today. Temperatures start at 15 and reach a high of 28. Now you're in for a sun-filled week with temperatures consistently peaking at 28 degrees all the way through till Sunday. Then we head to Pretoria, where you're waking up to mostly sunny skies. Temperatures, they range between a cool 14, but increase to a nice warm 29 degrees. Now, in the upcoming days, expect sunny conditions, clear of rain until next week. A little bit further into Johannesburg we go, where you'll begin your day under mostly sunny skies. Temperatures begin at a low of 12 and reach a high of 26. In the days ahead, expect sunny skies with temperatures ranging between 12 and a high of 26. Let's see what Mbombela has for you today. Sunny skies is what you can expect, with rain chanced at 30%. Now your temperatures will rise from a cool 16 and increase to a warm 26. Over the coming days, do expect mostly cloudy skies, clear of rain until next week hits. And then in the beautiful Bloemfontein, today you can expect mostly sunny skies. Temperatures climb from a low of 16 to a set 29 degrees. Looking ahead, sunny conditions continue with highs nearing 29. Into Richards Bay we go. It's mostly sunny skies is what you can expect. And there is rain chanced at 20% today. Temperatures range from a pleasant 17 and then settle at a comfortable 29 as your high. Looking ahead, partly cloudy conditions continue with Sunday rain chanced at 25%. We move on into Durban next, where cloud patches linger as the day begins with moderate wind from the northeast. Temperatures start from a warm 21 and climb to an inviting 28. And you can expect some sunny skies within the next 2 days, and then rain is forecast for Sunday. But moving into Mthatha, bright and sunny skies is how your days will be. Your temperatures, they look like a 17-degree low with a 32-degree high. In the coming days, expect partly sunny conditions with a 50% chance of rain on Saturday. Cradock, you are up next. Expect mostly sunny conditions throughout your day. Your temps range between 18 and 34. And you are in for wet days ahead with rain averaging around 38%. Out in Ebeja, you're in for partly cloudy day today, where temperatures climb from 19 to a nice inviting 28. Cloudy and wet conditions will dominate with rain chance at 60% come Friday. Or from GQ, let's move to gorgeous George, where you can expect cloudy skies this morning that will clear as the day progresses. Temperatures, well, they'll rise from a cool 18 and reach a comfortable 28 as your high. You are in for a wet week with rain chanced at 80% as soon as tomorrow rolls around. And in the beautiful Cape Town, you'll start your day under partly cloudy skies with strong winds coming through from the southwest. Your temperatures range between 16 and 23 degrees. Now looking ahead, similar conditions continue with highs in the low 20s. And then in Sutherland, mostly sunny conditions are expected with a 40% chance of rain today. Temperatures climb from 16 and increase to a high of 26. Looking ahead, wet conditions do continue throughout the week. Tomorrow, rain is chanced at 80%. And then Kimberley, you're up next. You're in for a mostly sunny day. Temperatures will range between a warm 17 to a hot 32 degrees. Now in the coming days, bright and sunny conditions will persist with highs in the lower 30s. And our final stop is Uppington with partly cloudy conditions as the order of the day. They can be expected on your side with temperatures starting at 19 and climbing to a nice warm 34 degrees. Looking from tomorrow, sunny conditions persist with highs in the mid-30s. Now that you know your temperatures, let's see what this looks like out in East London in Ganovi, because our friend and family Keith Dyer got in touch with his breathtaking morning view with the sun just about peeking over the horizon there, creating a silhouette in the forefront with all of the trees and letting us know that out in East London it's going to be a stellar day. Keith, let me tell you this much, 29 degrees is what you can expect on your side of town. So we wish you a blessed and a beautiful day as we just a step away from the weekend. And remember, we still have 8 at 9 o'clock to get into, so do let us know what it looks like on your side. 063 036 9649, and that's how you get in touch with us.
Oh man, and we're going to need you to stay in touch with us today, please. Our amazing social media team are going to ask a lot of you today, but they're going to give you a lot as well. So go and check out those little tidbits, some great behind-the-scenes content that you can pick up. But they're going to pose some really interesting conundrums and questions to you. In just a moment, we'll get into the big question of this morning. And I want you to start thinking about it now. That one little gem that has maybe changed the game forever. That piece of advice, something that you discovered, a lesson learned through experience. Start thinking along those lines. And that'll be parked for the next critical thinking session. Right now, though, I need you to put on the fashionista hat. My friend needs a little bit of help this morning, please.
I do, Gray. I need so much help, Mzansi, because I've got two options next to me and only one will make the cut. Now, we all know that we're in between season dressing and it can actually get a little bit tricky. Where do you begin? It's not quite cold. It's not quite warm. What do we even do? So today I've put together two looks that are kind of casual autumn-esque that really strike the perfect balance. Now, I need your help, of course, to pick between them. So let's start with option one, and that is a crisp button-up tee. But you know that it's all about layering up, and this is under a luxe taupe cashmere jumper. If you could just feel how soft it is incredible. Now that creates beautiful depth and tone, and this is paired with a stone barrel leg pants just to bring that lightness with a modern silhouette. I've got a chunky brown scarf as well that kind of looks a little animal print, so it does bring a bit of sass and warmth as well as texture to the look. Pair that with a bag and some really great booties, and we have look one sorted. And then we focus on look two, which is a little bit different. We're talking about a trendy chocolate brown cashmere jumper. Seems like cashmere is the order of the day. Now this one is going to be styled with a beautiful burgundy skirt, creating a beautiful contrast of deep autumn tones, and that will be layered with a sleek black leather jacket. As you know, you cannot go into the coldest seasons without one. And then we'll just throw in a little scarf for an accessory, some black boots and a brown bag, and then it instantly feels a little bit more refined and structured and put together at the end of the day. The choice is yours, option one or option two. Are we going burgundy or are we going for the browns and the taupey tones? Let us know across our social media pages and vote for your favorite look. I posed for both of them so you can see exactly what it looks like on my body with the bags to match, and also some sunnies along the way. And don't forget to include that hashtag, very importantly, Woolies AW26. Option one or option two, what will it be, Mzansi?
Absolutely beautiful choices. You will look gorgeous in whatever choice. We know this. But the chocolate brown, we're loving. The burgundy introduction for the season. Very grown up. We like it as well. We are loving today's show most of all. Why? Because we get to reconnect with a conversation that has been one of our most powerful over the years. I've certainly learned a huge amount about myself through this exercise. World Autism Day is an opportunity to broaden the circle, bring more families, because whole families are affected when a diagnosis comes through, and to understand what this opportunity is for your child today.
That's right. Early diagnosis is key, so we want to help you navigate that space. A little bit later, Miss South Africa is also going to join us in studio to chat about how she's doing her part to raise awareness around it. So let's delve straight into that conversation after this break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, it's true. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and thank you for making the right decision of hanging out with us this morning until 9. We want to start by saying good morning, Mzansi, and of course, bring that conversation online with us at Expresso Show. We posed this question to you that I think it really does trigger some thoughts within. What's something that you've learned that completely changed the way you do things today? You know, I think about the fact that do it anyway, do it scared. That's something I carry with me every single place I go into, because no matter if you're shaking in your boots, you've got to show up anyway. So let us know what you think on 063-036-9649. You can come share your voice notes with us. Otherwise, find us at Expresso Show. Share it with us on Instagram and Facebook. Wherever you find us, your answers are welcome. For now, though, we get into a really critical conversation all around Autism Awareness Day. So let's delve straight into it.
Oh, I love these conversations. Thank you so much, my friend. And welcome to all of you. I'm going to say we are speaking to the whole family right now, but in particular, from my perspective, from one parent to another, we are searching for answers, and hopefully we can open the door so you can get the support that you need. World Autism Day is an opportunity first recognized, in fact, by the United Nations to show the global intent. This day now carries a very powerful message. Every autistic life has value and a rightful place in society. That's the baseline. And this year's theme challenges us to move beyond the very much outdated perceptions and recognize the meaningful contributions autistic people make in our communities every single day. In fact, some of the greatest impact is being made in certain spaces right now. And also a reminder to create those spaces at home, in schools, in the workplace, around you, wherever you are right now, where neurodiversity is supported and can truly thrive. So in that notion, we are joined this morning by Anna Beth Aylward and Roshan Sabali from Autism Western Cape. Sorry, it's a lot to cover to introduce the two of you, but I'm sure you are used to it, because we all struggle for context. It's difficult to know where we're jumping off when it comes to just tackling this as a notion. We've got an opportunity, everyone's talking, so maybe let's start with the condition itself, and feel free for both of you to jump in at any point. But when we speak of autism and the spectrum, what are we talking about?
We are talking about individuals whose brain just work differently.
There we go.
And as you said, it's a spectrum, so no two individuals with autism are the same. And that is what we must accept, and that is what we need to put out there. That if you've met one person with autism, you've met one person with autism.
And it's as simple as that. Just like any child, well, if you've got two children, your children will be completely different.
Yes.
It's one of those. But I think we are discovering within our industry that many of us have been affected by this throughout our lives. In fact, this industry kind of attracts neurodivergent people because of the pressure it puts you under and the craziness. But things have changed in terms of our perception. What is that biggest challenge, the biggest stigma that stands in the way of the work that you do?
I would say the lack of awareness, the lack of education and support, and the misconceptions, the unrealistic expectation society places on an autistic individual.
It's difficult to know when to start. I'm thinking, as a fairly well-resourced parent, having knowledge, I've done a ton of interviews in this space. I still feel like I would not know what to do as that first step, or even recognizing what it could be. And I've been through the OT process 3 times. I'm well-resourced. This says to me that collectively we need to have a better understanding of what those first signs are. Is that present within the system, within schooling, within teaching? Where does the burden of first response lie? Is it with the parents at those developmental stages of life, with the doctor? Where does this journey begin?
You see, the sooner the child is diagnosed, the sooner he can get help. Usually they say the first thing they notice is that the child doesn't respond to his name. So they go the speech therapist way, and then they say, no, the hearing's fine, and then they will go to the neuropediatrician. But a parent knows. He will know this child is different than my other children. He will know the child doesn't make eye contact. The child plays with a car upside down and spin the wheels. The child lines stuff up. The child is set on his schedule. He gets anxious when the schedule is changed. So there is signs. Lots of times we get referrals when the child start going to creche, where there's lots of noise, lots of different children, lots of different colors.
Suddenly you've got markers now that you can measure
yes.
against.
Yeah.
I think education is key. Education is key, you know, like any other parent, denial. And once that parent passes that phase, you know, and interventions are put in place, they have access to resources. And giving the necessary support to that parents to find out what the child needs is important. To support that child and support the parent builds confidence, and finding strategies to assist them in their daily life is very important. It's crucial.
I've spent a lot of time on the more extreme side of this kind of equation at the incredible Red Cross Children's Hospital.
Wonderful.
And children have this quiet, childlike wisdom that they carry with them. It's the parents you see next to the bed in anguish. It almost feels like that should be the first point of response, because the child is going to have a natural resilience, and if you can just tap into that magic. So what does the first step look like for parents? If a parent out there is starting to notice changes and is able to check their own judgment and their own baggage for a second so they can respond, what do they need to do?
They need to go to their local clinic, and then they will be referred to Red Cross Tygerberg of one of the hospitals. And then the doctor will refer the child to us, and then our social workers will contact the parents, and they will do social education, they will do counseling, and they will assist the parents to accept the diagnosis and lead them forward to applying for schools, applying for grants.
Because there are options out there,
yes,
and I think this is the problem, is with that stigma and the judgment and the disassociation, because we just don't want to go there, we don't realize what's actually happening. So what does support look like when you are guiding and helping a family through that first phase? Where do you prop up, and what sort of help do you offer?
Look, the parents are in denial most times, so trying to counsel them to accepting the diagnosis. Once that is happening, you know, and the parent moves on, access resources, get the necessary education and the training. So what we do is we go out and we train different organizations, ECD centers, schools, and parents and carers, and it's amazing. If we do the same kind of training, the difference with the parents' input and the teachers' input, because the parent has the lived experience, so they give a realistic example that the challenges with the different areas the child struggles with, these sensory sensitivities, communication skills, social skills, and just the behavior on its own. And I think that is the main struggles the schools are having right now, is not being able to, the teachers don't understand the nature of the spectrum.
And rightly so. I mean, there are experts who have been studying in this space for decades who still don't truly understand. This, I think the flip side, the inversion here, is that by virtue of us talking about it, by virtue of us searching on behalf of our own children, that culture is starting to shift into our workplaces even.
Yes.
As a parent, trying to understand more, I can understand my colleagues, my crazy cameramen on set here. We joke about it almost like a badge of honor to be a bit kooky and a bit off the spectrum in terms of, but do you think there is a shift within workplaces and that next phase of life, once we have had to learn to grow and live with our autism, is that needle starting to move?
The needle is starting to move slowly. So they are employing autistic individuals, but it's not just a case of employing them. You need to accommodate them.
You've got to facilitate that.
You need to change the work environment. You need to give flexible hours, or maybe let them work from home, because it's not the work that's the problem, it's the social interaction.
It's that last little piece of the
time
puzzle.
And stuff. Yeah, that is what gets to them. Would you want to tell them about our colleague that was on the spectrum that worked with us?
Yes, so he shared an office with Annabeth, and he struggled, you know, every day, and we observed and we thought, how are we going to accommodate him? Because there were different factors that impacted his challenges for the day. And then we removed him because we had to reasonably accommodate him. And deemed as the professional, sometimes you overlook things because you take for granted. He's in the work environment, he should adapt.
Yeah.
But then we don't understand the internal challenges that they struggle with. And just making reasonable accommodation and putting him in a separate little office, it improved his effectiveness.
I was going to ask you the efficacy.
Yes,
Amazing.
You need to sometimes look beyond the borders and be the voice for the voiceless, because they would want to say something, but they don't know how to express them. They become voiceless, and you need to step in and be that voice.
And maybe I'll ask a personal question here, because I can't ask you to speak on behalf of someone who has an autistic journey, because it's such an individual journey. But if you look at what going through that experience was and supporting your colleague in that way, what did that do for the rest of your office, for your team, in terms of you living this truth and representing who you are?
It opened our eyes because he's a guy with a master's degree in sociology. He drives his own car, he comes to work, and now you would expect him to manage the way a neurotypical person manages. And he couldn't. We need to make adjustments to accommodate these special
It's an asset. It's like
circumstances.
you got a Ferrari, put the right
Yes.
fuel in it, okay?
Yes.
Don't ruin it.
I want to use an example. So we trained over the 4 provinces, and he would train. You wouldn't hear a pin drop. Then you ask yourself why. These are parents and teachers and other professionals that's listening tentatively to what he's having to say. Then we asked why, and we looked. They would give him a standing ovation because he was hope. He was inspiring, because what you can accomplish, irrespective of your challenges. He worked abroad, he traveled on his own. He was very confident and yet very late diagnosed, because he comes from a family of academics. So obviously the expectations were high. And he would tell us exactly the challenges they had in school, the bullying, the socks. You know, when parents come up, or students come up to us, he said, you know, I felt exactly like that. I know what they experienced.
That is crazy. Imagine going through your greatest challenge every day. Every time you go through any one of these processes. Ladies, thank you so much. I have a feeling our social media team is going to grab you before they let you leave, and you're going to do your piece. I would say head over to the socials if you want any more information on how you can support or plug into the support network, most importantly. But I'm reminded of the first child that came onto our show as an example of those living with autism, who is now, and this is according to his mother, living in England, supporting himself as a very successful music engineer. He is doing so well based on the support that he received. That's our family. You belong to that circle. World Autism Awareness Day is there for all of us, and we can remind each other that awareness is only the starting point. Start making the changes. Create those spaces where autistic individuals are understood, they are valued, and most importantly, they can thrive, and we move closer to a society where everyone can participate and be a part of that thrive. So thank you so much to Anne, Beth and Rushan. We absolutely love you. We'll keep your details up for the rest of the year, never mind just the Day of Awareness.
Thank
More
you
than
so
welcome.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, my feel-good family. Thank you for picking us. And look, in every single lifetime, we would pick you. Zansan, I'd pick you too.
I pick you too, my baby. But do you know who else we pick?
Tell me.
Our gorgeous queen this morning. Because our next guest is not just a beauty queen, but a queen with purpose. I am talking about the queen that we crowned as Miss South Africa 2025, Kawekazi Mazaleni, who has immediately used her platform to break down barriers, especially for children. And it's so beautiful to see. Because as a speech language pathologist and author, she understands the power of voice and the importance of inclusivity. And this morning she joins us in honor of World Autism Day. So everyone, please help us give a feel-good welcome to our reigning Miss South Africa, Kawekazi Mazaleni. How are you?
I'm doing so well. I'm so happy to be back.
It's so good to be with you, babe. Is the rain going well?
No, it's been beautiful. I think I've officially settled in.
Yes.
And now I'm just going forth with my advocacy, so it's been very beautiful.
I love that. And I mean, I feel like your advocacy is something that has been so loud, especially with your gorgeous book that we're also excited about. But babe, let's talk about your master's in speech language pathology. I think that it's so incredible that you're being with South Africa while also doing your master's. Talk to us about how exactly it is, you know, that is the biggest misconception about autism and how it is that so many people, unfortunately, continue to think it without actually getting the right information.
So just giving some insight into my master's. My master's is focusing on South African caregivers' understanding of autism and especially some of the taboos that we have. And I think one of the biggest misconceptions we have is that sometimes there's no hope for our little autistic children, especially because autism is such a spectrum. We've got our children who don't need as much support, and then we have those children who do need a lot of support. And when we see those children who need a lot of support, a lot of parents who don't have the understanding of what autism is tend to feel as though, oh, okay, my child may not be able to one day maybe get a job, may not be able to get married, may not be able to have friends, but there's so much support available to children. So I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions that I've really seen, is the not understanding how much support is available and how much they can actually achieve.
I love that.
And going with that, you're saying parents don't quite understand exactly autism in the early stages. And I think when World Autism Day comes around every single year, they really highlight early intervention. So parents, caregivers, educators, family, friends, what can they look out for in terms of those early intervention signs?
I like that you've mentioned that it's a lot of people who can kind of look out for different signs, because a child does behave differently at home and at school. So we tend to focus on three different things. The first one we focus on is communication, and not just the actual speaking, but we look at things like eye contact. If a child is able to take turns while they're playing with a different child, because that shows how they're able to engage in social interaction, which is a big teller of autism. Another thing we tend to look at is their behavior. If they tend to stick to rather restrictive or repetitive patterns. So a lot of children will see them flapping their hands, or maybe they're hitting their head against the back of something. Or there's one child that I saw who had a very particular interest in specific toys. And if they only play with their toys in a specific way, so maybe they line up their toys rather than actually playing with the toy car. So it's those, and then also sensory challenges which tend to be missed. So with that, especially the viewers at home can't see, but the lights in the studio, they could be too bright for a child and they could find that overstimulating. Which has become a bit of a buzzword now, but it's something that's so crucial in being able to detect autism, because there's sounds and smells and just general textures that some...
Hey guys, today we're at Ngoni Maruping Primary School in Brown Fisher. Today we're doing another children's book reading of Amasele Amdaga in his class. Come along. You know what? I didn't even know I was going to see Nonge Namhlanje, so this is a beautiful surprise to me. Wow, good job! Lati, wesinenhlanhla. Clap, clap, clap. How many frogs do we have? 6! Color blue, good job. Color blue is bigger. Hi guys, today we are at Monde Primary School and we're continuing with the book reading. I'm so incredibly excited to be interacting with the children, but also the teachers. So I essentially wrote the book because I'm a speech therapist by profession, and I was seeing a child who had cerebral palsy, and she was struggling with counting and reading. So because Yena, she had a background in class, and a lot of the books and resources we had access to at the time were in English and Afrikaans, I decided let me go home and write my own book so that I could actually interact with her and make it more meaningful. When I actually arrived and I brought this book out, it's the way she started engaging was very different when we were trying it in just English. And I think it was also because of that, being able to connect with her culture and her language. So then that's what prompted me to make sure that I at least self-publish this book. We need more stories in South Africa, but stories that also speak our languages. 1, 2, 3. Good job, man. And what I want you guys to take away from today is that to keep on trying. And whatever you're doing, whether you're trying to get onto the soccer team, whether you're trying to do better at mathematics, whether you're trying to be a prefect, keep on trying.
Oh man, it's such beautiful work that our Miss South Africa 2025 is doing. And Kawekazi, I just feel like you are just so smart, but you also have just the most beautiful heart.
And aura. Can you just feel that energy and aura?
I mean, even the kids could feel it. Talk to us about what we just watched, please.
Yes, so that was essentially the kickstarting of my Empower Youth Africa campaign, which is really focusing on making sure that education and multilingual education is more accessible to children in South Africa.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard already that up to 81% of our learners in grade 4 struggle to almost read for meaning and understanding. And what I'm doing with the Miss South Africa platform, but more especially with the Empower Youth Africa platform, is translating my children's book into more South African languages, just to make sure that more children are included in education.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's been so rewarding.
And look, you're not going anywhere. We're going to get to know you a little bit more. We're going to be talking about your inclusive education, including the book, a little bit later on. We're doing a little bit of a challenge. Are you up for it?
Of course I am.
She doesn't buckle under pressure. We've seen it. We'll be chatting to you a little bit later on.
Beautiful.
My feel-good family, I mean, we have the queen of the nation here in our studio. But you know what? We also have kings and queens over there in Cape Town. What do you have for us?
Stop it. Am I the queen? I love the fact that we are surrounded by royalty on this beautiful Thursday morning. Right now, if we are royal, that means we've got lots of moolah, because we're talking about more wins and more thrills when you play Daily Lotto for that estimated 500,000 Rand jackpot. And then there's Daily Lotto Plus for an estimated 150,000 Rand jackpot this Thursday. So please, Mzansi, do not get left behind. Buy your tickets right now. You can do so in store, or you can head to that website, nationallottery.co.za. There is the mobile app or even cell phone banking. Now, if you missed any of that, these details are on our Expresso social media pages. So don't even hold back. Go and check it out and make sure that you get yourself in the running to win big by playing Daily Lotto for that estimated 500,000 Rand and Daily Lotto Plus for the estimated 150,000 Rand jackpot today. So go ahead and play now as we let you know that Kawe is going absolutely nowhere because we have to test when it comes to her mother tongue. And we've got to say it with our mother tongue on this gorgeous Thursday. It'll come your way straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
If you're thinking it is your feel-good breakfast show, because it is, my friend. And we're so glad that you're with us. Ngoba inkqubo yanamhlanje is all about World Autism Day, and this is why we've brought in a queen, the reigning Miss South Africa, Tropica Island.
And look, we said you're not going anywhere because we're going to put you to a little test. It is a game called Say It in Your Mother Tongue. It's a quick fire question. Does that give it away a little bit? Say it in your mother tongue. Now, look, we don't just pull out these games from the air. It is because of your beautiful book, and you've said everything about inclusive education, especially in your African home language. So tell us how this helps with your therapy approach and, of course, for autistic kids out there.
So this book is specifically called Amasele Amdaga, and I wrote it for a child I was seeing who had cerebral palsy. Right? And essentially what it does is that it breaks down counting and numbers, but it does it in a way that repeats throughout the book. And one of the best things that helps with children who have autism is repetition consistently, in order to help them understand concepts, in order to help them count, in order for them to be able to understand colors. So I think being able to incorporate that and also making it such an interactive book really helps with children being able to grasp the concept.
Oh, man, Chloe, I love how intentional you are. Even the fact that you were like, okay, we're going to make sure that there's repetition. That's so incredible.
Thank you.
Oh, but this is why now we want to put you on the spot a little bit, because you're somebody who's just like, you're always on it. So we're just going to put you to the test. And this is how it's going to work. Babe, we believe in you.
Okay.
This is how it's going to work. Now, we are going to give you an English phrase, right? And then you have to, on the spot, translate it into your mother tongue.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you're saying it in your mother tongue, or you can, even use another language that you're currently exploring, whether it be Zulu or Sotho, whatever it may be, as long as it's in a mother tongue, right? Okay. And Chan,
Yeah.
you're going to represent.
Oh, I'm part of this
Yes,
too.
yes,
See,
you
I
are.
didn't
Yes,
sign
you
up for
are.
this
I love
either.
this.
You're going
How
to
am I?
represent the Afrikaans side.
Okay, we will try.
Okay.
Let's
okay.
go.
Here we go. Okay, are we all ready for this?
we are.
Okay, beautiful. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much.
Ndiyabulela.
Oh, thank you, Baya. High five.
I don't understand.
Ndikuva ndiqonde le nto uyithethayo.
Ek verstaan nie.
How much is this?
Imalini le.
Hoeveel is die?
Why did you pause that, Chad?
I was listening to her.
You're welcome.
Wait, also, yes, that's thank you. And then it's...
No, I know. That's what I'm trying to get to the you're welcome, because I'm also closer. You're welcome would be... Oh, siyanamkela. You're welcome. As in,
Oh, okay,
you're
like
welcome.
come in, not okay.
Okay, so you're welcome?
Siyanamkela.
Yes. Welcome.
Is nie welk Baya.
Baya. Okay,
Next
nice to meet you.
Ndiyavuya ukwazi.
Aangename kennis.
What is your name?
Bani igama lakho?
Wat is jou naam?
Please.
Ndiyacela.
Asseblief.
Do you speak English?
Yes, dit is long.
I feel like this is turning to an acting class.
Praat jy Engels?
Friend.
Tommy.
Also in Afrikaans.
Yeah.
And finally, we mean this one. I love you.
Oh, ndiyathanda.
Ek is lief vir almal.
Oh, fire. Oh, man. Kawekazi,
So fun.
congratulations on all of the great work you're doing, my
Thank you
lovely.
so
It's so
much.
evident that you were born for a time such as this, because as I'm a South Africa, you're already making such a beautiful, beautiful difference. So thank you for that. And thank you for making, autism just a lot more understandable for so many people.
And I think long after her reign, you're going to be advocating not only for South Africans, but young children out there. So thank you for everything that you're doing. And Feel Good Fam, go out and get the book.
Now, please go and get the book. It's Amasele Amdaga by Kawekazi Mazaleni. And honestly, it's a massive thank you to our stunning queen. We love the work she's doing. And honestly, shining a much-needed light on World Autism Day. It is truly so inspiring.
Incredible. Feel Good family. We are still sticking around the entire show. Still so much to look up to and, of course, look forward to. Right now, we're heading to Cape Town.
Oh, baie mooi julle. That was fantastic. Thank you so much for plugging us in to Say It in Your Mother Tongue.
I love it.
Right now, of course, we want to enjoy everything around the festive Easter that's coming up.
I know, a lot of pressure to eat a lot of Easter eggs, hot cross buns. Yes, that's one side of the equation. The other is the connection. Easter is all about gathering, sharing, celebrating a joyous new season around the table. That's what connects us. And today, chef and author Mule Satati creates a bright and I think very cheerful Easter setting using the clean simplicity of the beautiful white basics and the playful colour of Maxwell and Williams sherbet mugs. They are super cute. Take a look.
Development Drive, as the seasons shift, we welcome a new table moment. It's Easter! Soft, beautiful pastel colors, sweet treats, and amazing family rituals that are made special by Maxwell and Williams. Today, we're setting an Easter table that's light, playful, and easy to recreate at home. The heroes of this look are our sherbet mugs. They're cheerful, full of personality, and they bring a gentle pop of color that Easter calls for. We're pairing them with classic white basic silverware, simple platters, bowls, and plates that let the colors of the food shine. At the center, the white basic cake stand, perfect for hot cross buns, cupcakes, and your favorite Easter bake. This table is all about warmth and togetherness, a relaxed brunch with family, a sweet moment with the kids, or a cozy tea with friends. You guys know I love a good tip, so let me give you one for colored boiled eggs. You're gonna start off by boiling your eggs. Once they're hard boiled, you can add in a little bit of vinegar and some food coloring, dip it in once or twice, and you get these beautiful colored eggs that you can share with the family. Easter doesn't need to be elaborate, just thoughtful, beautiful pieces brought together piece by piece by Maxwell and Williams. Visit maxwellandwilliams.co.za for more of these beautiful and timeless pieces. Love you.
Oh, our girl Mule, thank you for plugging us in. She looks luxurious, just like that table setting. But we do know that from everyday classics to smile-inducing pops of color, find everything that you need for an Easter table that just feels fresh and considered over at maxwellandwilliams.co.za.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we return, you will help her decide what to wear. In fact, go and make your final choice. Hit us up on our socials and we will choose the outfit for this Thursday after this.
We're the Gut Girls, and we're super excited to have partnered with Entiro in their Feed the Good campaign.
You stand a chance of winning one of 3 Le Creuset 5,000 Rand hampers weekly.
Head over to the Entiro website and download the Feed the Good recipe booklet.
You then cook one of these recipes, take a picture and upload it to your social media platform and tag Entiro Probiotic.
If you missed any of the details, find them in the caption below as well as the T's and C's.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. We are hopefully inspiring you this morning. We've had some amazing conversations already. We've kind of covered the full spectrum.
Sure.
And I use the word spectrum because we have been obviously approaching World Autism Day.
That's right.
And this entire month is about starting those conversations. So hopefully you have started those conversations at home, in your workplace. Just increase that circle because I think there are parents who desperately need it. We've looked at our lived spaces in new ways, getting the Easter table ready. And now I kind of feel like I'm inspired to change
your surrounds.
The lived-in space.
I would agree with that entirely. We've been talking about what improvements we would make in our homes as well. We went from a double story to a pool outside.
I quite like that idea.
Sometimes start a bit smaller than that.
So we're going to talk about maybe one room in our house that has the power to change our entire mood. because it's a room we spend a lot of time in, often our most relaxed personal time. It's the bathroom, because your house can't be doing its own thing, a little bit messy, a little bit chaotic, but the moment your bathroom looks good, it kind of sets the tone for everything else. And maybe it's the lighting, maybe it's the introduction of some green. For me, plants make all the difference.
On that note, Ryle has been honestly on my case about my fake plants. And I'm like, I don't get that much light in my bathroom, so I've just got fake plants along the windowsill. What's wrong? There's nothing wrong. But sometimes it's not even about doing a full renovation. It's those small design choices that completely change the feel of the space as soon as you walk in.
So, okay, I'm going to suggest maybe that you swap out your fake plants. Well, you do get some shade-loving plants that like the moisture in a bathroom, that can actually bring the moisture levels down so they can counteract the damp in those small closed spaces. But I noticed immediately, I started in my our bedroom and then kind of shifted that notion very quickly. It changed the way we feel in the room. There is no other way of explaining it. You can say I'm being all esoteric and out there, but honestly, the room feels like a different space, and the only thing we have changed.
And we spend so much time in both the bedroom and the bathroom. You might as well make it a sanctuary, a safe space, one that you're wanting to go into every single day and morning.
Put like a parrot in there from the jungles. You know, when you walk in, it goes
just for the ambiance,
and then you like move through the hanging vines.
Okay, so here's the question: do you like neutral tones? Do you like a bold statement when it comes to your rooms?
I've learned through my feature wall of energizing emeralds that a bit of boldness goes a long way, and you don't have to use a huge amount, just a small, and albeit it did take a huge amount of time and effort and of my stress level, but it was such a cool effect.
Oh, I love that.
So that for me, just a little bit of a shift. And I did it for us, which was great, because we wanted to feel different in the space.
And you do, right?
It really did work.
Yeah, beige houses, come on, add a pop of color, add
what do you
some
call it,
electricity.
champagne or off-white? No, man.
Nah, man, add some color to your life, because that's the thing, whether you're making a few small updates or completely redoing your bathroom, for example, it's how all these elements come together that really does change the feel of the space.
Completely. It could be the colors, it could be the finishes, the lighting, if you get any, maybe that mirror. There are some gorgeous statement mirrors out there. Everything is working together, and it completely elevates the space, just like you've seen.
And that's exactly what Leroy Merlin makes possible. Whether you're replacing a few key pieces or even planning a full-on renovation, good luck to you if you're tackling that. You'll find everything that you need in literally one place.
Yeah, and the best, most motivated, wonderful team behind it as well. They are in your corner. So much so, yesterday, Kutle was there in their corner at the official Alberton store opening. Athan Corsi there, absolutely brilliant team leader. Perfect time to head through, get what you need to start bringing that vision together, along with the expert advice.
That's right. Plus, you know, we always got something for you. From the 1st to the 5th of April, you can take part in the store treasure hunt. That's the in-store one. And stand a chance to win a 50,000 Rand voucher, which is a great way to kickstart your next project. Something you've been sitting on for a minute. This is the motivation that you possibly need.
And sorry, we can't give you any clues as to where it is. The bathroom whole thing might be pushing you in the right direction, just saying. But you go and explore that for yourself. Some amazing deals to be had there as well. But we are fast entering into the second hour of the show. So let's get into those news headlines.
Right, I'll handle those, Gray. You can handle the sports. And we'll get started with your 7 o'clock news headlines, as it's just gone 2 minutes after 7. And let's get started nationally, where members of the Army and police have launched search operations for illegal firearms in Tafelsig in Mitchells Plain and Cape Town on the Cape Flats as part of a wider crackdown on gang violence. Now, the deployment falls under the, quote, Operation Prosper, end quote, which has seen about 2,200 soldiers sent nationwide to support the South African Police Service. Western Cape Deputy Police Commissioner Luyanda Damoy says hotspots, including Manenberg, Philippi and Hanover Park, will be prioritized. Now, authorities say operations will run daily, guided by crime patterns, with the mission expected to continue until March next year. In other news in our country, outgoing Commissioner Edward Kisvetter has announced that the South African Revenue Service, or SARS, collected over 2 trillion Rand in revenue for the first time, exceeding expectations set by Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana. Now, the total of more than 2,000 billion Rand marks 8.4% in growth. It is also the first time in 3 decades that SARS has exceeded its target. Kisvede attributed the performance to improved compliance with personal income tax and VAT-leading contributions. President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to announce the new SARS commissioner's name later this month. Taking a look further afield at your international news making headlines now, where the heads of the International Energy Agency, International Monetary Fund and World Bank have agreed to form a coordination group to respond to the economic and energy fallout from the Middle East war. In a joint statement, they warned of severe supply disruptions and rising global uncertainty. The group will assess impacts, align policy advice, and mobilize financial support, including low or zero interest funding. Now, the conflict has, among other, driven up energy, fertilizer, and food prices, with low-income energy importing countries hardest hit. Tourism has also been severely affected. Meanwhile, several dozen people are feared dead after powerful explosions tore through a military arsenal in Bujumbura, Burundi's economic hub. Now, the blast began at an ammunition depot in Musaga, sending shrapnel into nearby neighborhoods and causing extensive damage. A senior army police officer said hundreds, possibly thousands, were injured, though no official figures have been released. Now, the site is near military facilities and Mpimba prison. Fires spread rapidly, igniting weapons, supplies and infrastructure, sparking panic across the densely populated city of over 1 million residents. Ending off on this story with Durban, bring it back home, who is ready to roll out the sunshine this Easter with golden beaches, warm Indian Ocean waters, and a festive buzz welcoming holiday makers. Its eThekwini Mayor Soakaba says over 1.2 million visitors are expected to soak up the city's famous coastal charm, boosting the economy and supporting around 16,000 jobs. Now, he said that the city wanted to build on its success of the 2025 festive period and has put together a comprehensive plan to ensure that visitors enjoy a safe but also a memorable holiday. Now, all 23 beaches are open, offering perfect conditions for swimming, surfing and family fun. Ongoing investment has kept the coastline clean, ensuring a safe, vibrant escape where holidaymakers can savor every sunlit moment. And all our good morning views coming out of Durban definitely also puts a stamp of approval on that remark. Well, that is where we leave your 7 o'clock news. It's time to delve into the sporting world with Gray.
Let's start with cricket and a battle royale. Sadly, on the wrong side of that equation, Amelia Kerr blasting an unbeaten 179 to inspire a record 350-run chase and seal a thrilling 2-wicket win over the Proteas ladies in Wellington yesterday. It was a game for the ages. Key support coming from Isabella Gaze and half-centuries from Annika Bosch, Laura Wolfart and Chloe Trion, proving in vain in the end in a run fest for the ages. Absolutely brilliant. Now let's stay in the cricketing lane and head to the IPL, where Samir Rizvi, he struck an unbeaten 70 as the Delhi Capitals eased to a 6-wicket win over the Lucknow Super Giants. Backed by Tristan Stubbs' 39 not out, the pair sharing a match-winning stand, in fact, after an early collapse. A little bit earlier, Lungi Ngidi claiming 3 wickets to restrict Lucknow to 141. Now, getting back into the tail of the tape of tennis this year, Jessica Pegula fighting back from a set down to beat Yulia Putintseva 4-6, 6-4, 7-5 in a titanic 3-hour thriller to reach the Charleston Open last 16. The defending champion overcoming a love 2/3 set deficit, handling some tricky clay conditions and, of course, Putinetseva's variety to seal a hard-earned victory. That's paying your dues right there. Now, of course, we are looking at the bigger picture in world football at the moment, building towards our next FIFA World Cup. And it seems France have returned to the summit of the official FIFA rankings for the first time since 2018. That was after impressive wins over Brazil and Colombia recently. Then Spain slipped down to second, with Argentina in third, as England and Portugal then round out the top 5. Doesn't that sound good heading into a World Cup? All vitally important, momentum and emotional, I think, inspiration heading into the world showpiece. So we are here for that. But right now, I think you guys need the latest on the traffic front. Let's see if the roads have woken up.
Well, thank you so much, G-Man. Let's check it out in Gauteng. The roads in Germiston are looking like this. There is heavy congestion in building on the N3 southbound at Van Buren Road. Motorists should expect delays and proceed with caution when heading that way. Let's move over to Cape Town now in Milnerton, where slow-moving traffic is being reported on the N7 northbound at Bosmansdam Road. Now, daily commuters are advised to remain patient and, of course, to remember to not text and drive as you tackle that traffic. We wish you all the best as you head out on the roads this morning. For now, let's see how we can prep you when it comes to your weather.
Thank you so much, my friend. In a moment, we'll find out which of the winning outfits hold sway today. But right now, let's see what the temperatures are holding sway in your neck of the woods. And you're going to start your day in Polokwane with a little bit of morning drizzle. In fact, a lot of that across the land. Temperatures kicking off at around 15, rising to a pleasant 28 degrees. And you can expect sunny conditions and temperatures in the upper 20s for the remainder of your week there. A little bit of cloud cover creeping in. Moving to Klerksdorp, you can expect mostly sunny skies today. Temps starting at 15, going up to a balmy 28. Then you're in for a sun-soaked week with temps consistently peaking at around 28 degrees. I think that's balmy, officially. Absolutely love that. Then we move to Pretoria, where you're waking up to mostly sunny skies this morning. Temperatures ranging between 14 and a warm 29. Then in those coming days throughout the week, expect sunny conditions and clear of rain for the remainder of the week. Moving to Jersey, you're going to begin your day with mostly sunny skies there as well. Temps ranging from a low of 12 going up to a high of 26. Then looking at the days ahead, sunny skies, temperatures ranging between a low of 12 and a max of 26 degrees. Right throughout the week, those cloud-covered days coming in to temper things towards the end of the week. Moving to Mbombela, sunny skies on what you can expect today with rain coming in at a 30% chance. Your temperatures will rise from a cool 16 to a warm 26. Then for the rest of the week, mostly cloudy skies, clear of rain though up until next week. Then we shift gears, move to Bloemfontein, and today you can expect mostly sunny skies as well. Your temps climbing from a low of 16 to 29 degrees. Looking ahead, sunny conditions continuing, highs around 29 degrees for the remainder of your week. Balmy in Bloem once again. Now we can head to the coastline, Richards Bay. You've got sunny skies around you today. Chance of rain sitting at around 20% and your temperatures ranging between 17 and 29. Then looking ahead, partly cloudy conditions continuing up until Sunday. That rain chance at around 25% as well. Moving to our playground, Durbs, you've got cloudy patches lingering as the day begins with moderate winds coming in from the northeast. Your temps ranging from a warm 21 going up to a beautiful, inviting 28. Perfect timing for the long weekend. Expect sunny skies the next 2 days with rain forecast from Sunday, though, to temper that joy. Tata, you've got a bright and sunny day ahead for today. Temperatures ranging between 17 and a slightly uncomfortable 32 degrees. Be aware of that. You've got a 50% chance of rain kicking in towards the end of the week. Craddock, sunny conditions throughout your day. Temperatures moving from a cool 18 to a searing 34 degrees. Summer hasn't let go yet, but you are in store for some wet days, with rain averaging around 38%. Gqeberha, you're in for a partly cloudy day. Temperatures climbing from a pleasant 19 to an inviting 28 degrees. Then you will have some cloudy and wet conditions dominating with rain chance at 60% coming into the weekend. Gorgeous George, how are you feeling this morning? Well, you can expect cloudy skies, and that will clear as the day progresses. Temperatures rising from a cool 18 to a comfortable 28 degrees. Then you're in for a wet week, sadly. Rain chanced at 85%, and that kicks off on Friday. Then moving down to the mother city, you're going to start your day under partly cloudy skies with some strong winds coming in from the southwest. Throughout the day, your temperatures ranging between 16 and 23 degrees. I think the wind taking the edge off there. Looking ahead, similar conditions, in fact, continuing with highs in the low 20s. Then moving a little further inland to Sutherland, sunny conditions expected, albeit with a 40% chance of rain. And your temps climb from 16 to a balmy 26 degrees. And looking ahead, you've got wet conditions continuing throughout the week. In fact, Friday it goes up to an 80% chance of rain. Moving to Kimberley, you're in for mostly sunny conditions today. Temperatures ranging between 17 and 32 degrees today. So you might peak during the midday hours. In the coming days, bright and sunny conditions persisting, and your highs in the lower 30s. And then moving to uppies, let's see if the seasons have officially shifted. Partly cloudy conditions expected right across your region today. Temperatures starting at 19. Nope, we are still in summer, baby, rising to 34 degrees. Scorching going into the weekend. Expect those conditions to persist high to the mid-30s. Please take care of yourself. Well, we were sent a beautiful opening account sunrise picture this morning. Let's see if Abhiwe Nsimbi from Strand can beat it. That's what it looks like down in Cape Town this morning. Abhiwe, we love you, guy. Oh man, I hope you are one of those people on the beach. You can expect 29 degrees as your maximum today. Oh, that's going to take some beating just on capturing the moment. If you think you can do better, share your sunrise with us. You can use our WhatsApp line 063-036-9649. If you want to share anything with us this morning, any questions, just send a shout out. Maybe show some love to my gorgeous colleague. You can do that right now. In just a moment, we are going to reveal the winning look for Carissa this morning.
Oh my Graham, we are definitely going to be revealing Carissa's outfit in just a second. It's all about Woolworths as we obviously transition from autumn into winter, and Woolworths always has you covered. Remember, we also asked you guys to help pick Carissa's outfit, so we're going to be reading all of your social media comments. It is such a good show today. Thank you for sticking around. We've got a few seconds. Go grab some coffee, grab some breakfast. We'll see you in a bit.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Mzansi. You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show indeed. And and you need to just continue, which is why we always love to make sure that, yes, we're having fun on the screen, right? But that we also take it to social media, particularly when we need your help. Because this morning, our gorgeous Barbie, our stylish girl, Carissa, had asked you, please, out of these beautiful Woolies autumn looks, which one truly has that thing? Which one is going to take us straight into winter? And this is why we had so many comments coming through, which we appreciate. But here are a couple that came on through. We said option 1 or option 2. And Nancy Governor said option 1. Oh, so chic. Hashtag Woolies AW26. Yes, honey. Teresa Micah said, good morning, my beloved Feel Good Expresso fam. Our fashion girly, rather, Carissa, will look stunning in option 1. Hashtag styled by Woolies. Come on. Lawrence said, both outfits are perfect. A hard choice. Correct. We'll choose one. Hashtag Expresso show. And then Gerald G. Boy said, number 1, Chomi. Hi, Chomi, my gorgeous friend over in Cape TZ Sheezy. My babe, please show us, what does option 1 look like on you this morning?
All I'm saying is, Zanele, our people have chosen the right outfit because this is absolutely stunning. With the glasses and the bag to match, the accessories just look so good together. The taupe mixed with the cashmere brown, and then, of course, you've got the shirt poking out on the top. Some great earrings to go along with it, and we know that Woolworths definitely has us covered each and every time. And I think the statement has to be said that I'm too bold to be cold. Now, you can go ahead and shop your favorite autumn-winter styles and fits over at Woolworths, available in-store, online, and of course on the Woolworths app. No one asked, but I'll give you one more 360. Zanele, do you approve, yes or no?
My babes, I absolutely approve. You are giving such autumn vibes, but then it's also just so bougie. You look rich. You look like you're going to Franschhoek later on. I absolutely love it. It's stunning. You look gorgeous, my Carissa. And you know what? Our stylists over there on our comments on social media, killing it, Expresso Show family, killing it. I love it. You look stunning, my baby.
Thank you, Zanele. They are. I'll give them a little clack it because are you seeing the material? Thank you so much for hitting us up across our socials. You can also drop a comment to say that is the outfit that I chose and I made a great decision, because I will applaud you for exactly that. Don't forget that you can, of course, shop this new collection and shop all your autumn winter needs at Woolworths. You could do so in-store, online, and on the app.
Sure, I'm glad I got dressed up. You look gorgeous. Hey?
You want the glasses, don't you?
I know, they are really. I'm going to bring glasses tomorrow. I'm officially going to. I might actually need to wear glasses, so that might be a good thing. But you look amazing. If you're going to announce the season, girl, that's how you do it.
This is the way you do it. Too bold for cold. It's all about Woolworths' new autumn-winter collection, featuring everything from tailored silhouettes to modern cuts. And that, of course, includes the jackets, the coats, the knitwear, and so much more.
So much more. You look fantastic, bringing us effortless warmth and a whole lot of style impact for those colder days ahead. And we thought perfect opportunity to go behind the scenes of the recent autumn-winter campaign to find out exactly what they mean when they say too bold to be cold. Well, I think we know, but let's take a look. Sure.
From a brand perspective for Autumn Winter 26, our campaign lends itself to connecting with our customers and their lifestyle right now by being the destination for all your trusted staples. We used kids as our inspiration. Kids are brave, they are bold, and they don't let anything like weather stop them from going outside and doing what they want to do. We use the example of our ice cream truck, chasing that ice cream truck as a metaphor for that.
I found that there was a really strong point of view when it came to women's wear, kids wear, and men's wear this season, and selecting the pieces to reflect Woolworths' aesthetic was quite easy when it came to jackets and knitwear, which we found was in abundance. So we really wanted to take that and showcase the exceptional variety in terms of that category. We looked at selecting pieces with exceptional quality, items that could be layered, tonal dressing, exciting global trending colors worn head to toe that worked alongside all the amazing knitwear and jackets.
We kick off the season with our new nostalgia trend. This is a fresh spin on vintage aesthetics. Easy layering back to denim and the all-important barn jacket. Easy to layer and can look quite effortless even over a dress. So textured knitwear is key for the season. Trousers are having a moment, so expect to see the wide leg and the barrel leg across fabrications like cotton, fleece, denim, and even making an appearance in the smart wardrobe. Colour here is underpinned by chocolate. As we transition into winter, you see a play with the darker olives and the burgundies. And then high winter, we talk to Winter Escape, and this is all about ultra comfort. And we introduce our new cloud yarn, souffle super light yarn. So this is super cozy and fluffy on the skin with a little bit of wool to give that elevated feel.
The main trends for menswear for autumn winter 26, we see the season cleaning up. There's a return to formal wear, smart wear, cleaner lines. We see a lot of overcoats. We see smarter dressing, and that's a huge trend for us this season. Coupled with that, we also see the return to 90s minimalism. It's about beautiful, refined fabrics, simple cuts, beautiful, clean lines, and the focus is really on the superior fabrics that we've used. Our customers have fallen in love with Scuba. We've had it since last season. It's really sculpted in its silhouette. It's a set solution, and you always look put together while feeling sporty.
So some of the key pieces for this season would be the melt and coat, and we see this across long and then the sort of trending, more boxier shapes, be it a pea coat or a bomber silhouette. And these are anchored in soft, easy neutrals, and of course the all-important chocolate brown.
What's on offer for the little ones this season? We really focused on play a lot this winter, as well as not just beautiful, good basics for boys' wardrobe, but also statement pieces.
In the girls' wear space, they're going to adopt the same trends as mum, but with a nuance of novelty and fun. So in the new nostalgia trend, for example, you'll still get those collegiate fonts. Lots of layering still, so lofty knitwear plays out here too. Character is a big component of kids' wear, and we make sure we stay on top of the new releases and what the kids are following on TV and chatting to with their friends.
Much like you see in menswear, you'll see almost like a mini-me look in the barn jacket. You'll get beautiful shirling pieces, bork pieces, zip-through tracksuits, and dare I mention the all-important color chocolate. So we've got a 3-layer approach. We always think of the base layer, and that's closest to the kid's skin. So the soft cotton tees need to be breathable, needs to be organic cotton, needs to be the best quality feel that we can offer. Then you look at your second layer, the mid-tier layer, and that's where your lightweight knitwear comes in, or your super brushed fleece, your zip-through fleece, your pop-over-the-head fleece. And to finish off the look, the third layer would be the statement piece, whether it's the puffer jacket, whether it's the barn jacket with a corduroy collar, or the quilted item. He will always look put together.
We're focusing on elevated everyday pieces, which is a heightened attention to detail when it comes to fabric, finish and fit, making sure that what we offer the customer is true value for money and worth it.
Balancing your everyday classics with trend pieces is all about wearability. So you want to take your simple everyday silhouettes, but then tie that together with your global trending colors, worn head to toe, some really interesting textures, and then tying that all together with exceptional, interesting, beautiful accessories. The softs, handbags, and boots this season is so exciting, and I feel like all those pieces brought everything together seamlessly.
momentarily cold because the ice cream.
Yeah.
It's going to make you a little bit cold just for like a second, but then
That's
you'll be cold
okay.
again.
It's worth it.
It'll
It's
be okay.
worth it. And we want you to step into coat season with Woolworths as your fashion partner. Too bold to be cold is something that we should all live by this autumn winter. You can shop their latest collections in-store, online, and of course on the app.
Right by where I used to live.
Yeah,
Like
you
right
recognize
there,
the truck
man. It's so
hustle.
cool, man. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love the fact that Francois Hougaard, Springbok, a legend. He could have played pretty much any position, but made his mark as a number 9 and one of the fastest guys on the field. He's now on the island. Come on, we're going to get into his journey to get there and how different this is going to be for him.
Goodness.
gonna
And
be
he's
cool.
up against some very strong contenders, so we'll definitely keep our eye on that. And then, of course, my favorite season is here. Not only coat season, but also Avo season.
Avocado.
I love an avocado. It's so delicious. And we'll get into the magic of that straight after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, I'm Zanzi. Welcome back, and it's time to get excited. Why? Because Tropica Island of Treasure Season 12 is back, and it's bringing together a bold mix of personalities. And one of them joining us this morning is all the way out in the UK. You know him as a Springbok scrum half, and let's not forget, once named as one of SA's sexiest men. Yes, you are thinking correctly. We're talking about Francois Hougaard in the building, swapping the rugby field for the Tropica Island, and this is a very different kind of game. Francois, how are you doing this morning, brother?
I'm good, thank you, man, and yourself?
Oh, absolutely excited just to know that you're part of the island, that we get to see more of you on the TVs. I've missed seeing you in action, brother, but I want to know, apart from seeing you on the rugby field, who's Francois Hougaard when he takes off the boots, man?
I would say I'm just, I've got a very big passion for cars. I like traveling. Pretty standard. I mean, I spent almost 20 years of my life obviously playing rugby, and you do the same thing over and over, and you get stuck in such a big habit of, training and all. You don't get too much time for traveling and all these things when you play. So I would say, yeah, just doing things that I never got time to do, traveling, spending time with mates. I haven't seen my family in about 2 years now.
Wow.
So I'd love to come back to SA and spend some time with my family and my mates over there.
And that's something that I think we all forget about, the fact that you're a human being. You've sacrificed so much time for your country, for your province, and so many other clubs, and doing that so sacrificially. So I'm excited to see this version of you doing something for you and putting something back into yourself. And I know South Africa is as well, especially seeing you in a very different space. I know you deal well with pressure, but when we're talking about Tropica Island of Treasure, this is a very different type of pressure that you're dealing with. How are you feeling heading to the island, man? You excited about this one?
I am very excited. I've never done something like this, and I know not everything's going to be about physical pressure or being fit and strong and all these things. So I'm definitely going to find certain things, I would say, challenging and hard. But that's why we do it. You know, we figure it out as we go. So I'm very, very excited.
Yeah, I'm just thinking for anybody that wants to be with you, they're like, oh, I want Francois. He's got all the speed, he's got the power, he's got endurance.
No.
I'm telling you, compared to the average man.
The other side is going to have to figure things out, you know.
But apart from all those skills that you do possess, I think one thing that is going to be important is obviously the social game. Obviously, you're working with personalities. You've got to create partnerships. How do you think you're going to be faring here?
I think fine. I get along with everyone. Like I love people. I love working with people, and I think the world's an interesting place because everyone's different. So, you know, I have weaknesses. Certain people. Hopefully, my partner or whoever I get teamed up with, when I eventually do, you know, comes in where I have my weaknesses. So, yeah.
So what would you say are those actual weaknesses? Because I know you're bringing something to the table. A lot of people out there watching right now thinking, hey, maybe I could join this team and I want to be a partner of Francois Hoogarts. What qualities do you think a good partner for you would need to have?
I would say everything. I mean, everyone thinks because I played rugby, I'm, you know, a beast when it comes to training and strength and fitness and all these things. But I'm leaning towards 40 now. My birthday is on Monday. I'm 38 years old. So, but I would say everything. I mean, I guess, you know, figuring out puzzles and all of those kind of things. You know, you could always be better at everything. And I'm sure there's going to be a time where a physical challenge or something that I'm not going to be able to do. And I guess that's where your partner comes in hand. But yeah, everything, I guess.
I'm just thinking that many people are going to be watching now, probably going to want to audition and probably definitely want to be a part of your team. What advice do you have for anybody out there that's going to take on these Tropica Island of Treasure auditions?
I would just say be yourself. I mean, you know, on a show like that, as a reality show, 99% of the time you are going to have to be yourself when you do. I mean, when you get put under pressure, the real you will, you know, come out, whether it's mental or physical. So I would say just be yourself, you know, get to know the other people, make friends, because, you know, I would imagine that these people that you meet on the island, if you don't know some of them already, would be friends for life, I would say.
Yeah, that is exactly what I was thinking, man. But listen, I'm going to wish you nothing but the best of luck because, there's a challenge that's about to go down, and I think this one has your name on it. But Mzansi Francois is obviously the man that we're going to be following along with many of the other superstars, and this one is clearly going to be good. We cannot wait to see how smoothly this man handles the island, and if you're watching at home thinking you have what it takes, well, this is your moment. Head over to My Tropica on social media and show them why you deserve to be there. And of course, stay smooth.
Tropica Island of Treasure is back, and this season we're on the search again, not only for the fans to join the celebs on the island, but also our next paradise destination. Want to be part of the adventure? You could stand a chance to join one of these smooth celebrities as your partner. Make sure to buy any Tropica and simply upload your audition video to social media. Add the hashtag MyTropica, tag @MyTropica, and we could see you on the island.
Oh, and you can tell the celebrities have been working out, looking the part as well. We can't wait to see them all on the island and put their skills to the test. Of course, we got a very close look at what Francois is all about. But girls, let me know, are you impressed by all things that Francois has to offer?
Oh, very impressed.
Very impressed, Zanzan. Hold on. What a good-looking human.
Very good-looking Francois. This is why he's going to the island. You see what I'm saying?
We are excited. And it also looks like he is locked and loaded, ready to take on the island. And also, the celebrity lineup is locked in and the excitement is building. We are very close to, of course, Tropica Island Season 12.
It's true, my friend. See, the thing is, it's not just Francois that could possibly be your partner. It's also Amanda DuPont, Sandile Mahlangu, Leandi Durant, my friend. There's even Lalela Mswane, Casta Semenya, Nadia Nakai, Wiseman Ngube, and of course, like you just heard, Francois Hochart, who is all part of this beautiful Season 12 that we cannot wait to get going. But the thing is, Season 12 can't begin without you, my friend. Yes, we've got our smooth celebrities, but then we need our smooth fans, which is you.
We 100% need you, and all you have to do is head on over to @Tropica and go enter. It's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We need you, and you know what? We have a few of our smooth fans who have entered, and we're about to check their audition tapes. And the first one is Anka. Let's see what she has to say.
I am speed. One winner, 42 losers. I eat losers for breakfast. Speed.
I'm Anka. I'm 26 years old and I'm ready to be the next smooth contestant on Tropica Island of Treasure. I'm a qualified pharmacist, so that basically means that I have to try and figure out what doctors are writing on a daily basis. So I'm pretty sure that trying to figure out some puzzles can't be that hard. Not only do I enjoy a good mental challenge, but I really love a good physical challenge like marathon running, playing in team sports like basketball, netball and soccer. So if you want me to be on your team for Tropica Island of Treasure 2026, then I'm ready to give it everything that I've got.
Ooh, Anka, girl, you definitely look like you are definitely ready to give it everything you got. You see her catching the Tropicas.
And you know what I love about her is we saw personality, we saw how athletic she is, and we also saw what she does for a living.
Right? And also the creativity behind it, which we're absolutely loving in each and every one of these incredible auditions. Let's have a look at what Ethan is bringing to Tropica Island of Treasure Season 12, hopefully.
This is Ethan Bob McKay, your next winner of Tropica Island of Treasure. He knows how to run with the speed of a cheetah. He knows how to get through any challenge with the utmost of strength. He can even crochet. Okay, so he can't crochet, but he can slay his competition. So get ready, South Africa, for the one and only, the baddie, the icon, the legend, Ethan Bob McKay.
Ethan, we want you. I think we just fell in love with him in those 30 seconds. I mean, what a vibe. Imagine him on the island.
Right? And this is the thing, is that you got to bring yourself. You got to bring your creativity. You got to bring your vibe. I mean, over there, Ethan was even, Raven for a second. You know what I mean? But we've also got somebody else who's stepping up to the plate, just like you should. Karabo Didi showing us what she can bring to the table.
My name is Didi Kumalo. I am an attorney by profession and a digital content creator by passion. But if you really want to know who I am, I'm someone who never backs down from a challenge. So since I can remember, I've always loved adventure, sports, and a little bit of healthy competition. I remember when I was 7 years old, I fractured my arm. Shortly after that, we had netball trials. I think most people would have stayed home, but I was determined to still go to the trials with my fractured arm. And fortunately, by God's grace, I did make the team. Fast forward to grade 8, I moved to a school that focused primarily on hockey as a main sport for girls. So I decided that instead of being intimidated, I would be curious. I watched, I learned, and I perfected the skill, earning my spot in the team. My late great-grandmother who raised me absolutely used to love soccer, and that love rubbed off on me. Watching Messi as a kid, I convinced myself that maybe, just maybe, I could teach myself the sport, and so I did. I can do hard things. So every day I show up, not for applause, but for that little girl within that's always believed that she can do anything that she sets her mind and heart to. My goal has always been to inspire and encourage others to live as the best possible version of themselves. So Tropica, if you're looking for someone who is fun, competitive and adventurous, ready for the island, then I think I might just be your next treasure.
Ooh, Karabo said I might be the next treasure. I think you are correct, Michael. Look, we love a determined hunt as well.
Yeah.
Imagine a fractured arm. She still went on to the trials. Imagine her breaking her arm now. She's still going to be like, that Tropica Island crown, it's still mine.
It's still mine, baby. And obviously, you know that this is still such a huge, wide open margin in terms of who could make it into season 12 of Tropica Island of Treasure. As your host, I am saying, please, I want you on the island. But we can't see you unless you put yourself out there and you enter, my friend. It is at My Tropica. That is where you can get all the details. That is, in fact, the page for Tropica. But you got to make sure that when you do put in your audition, in terms of your video, posting it on social media, you tag at My Tropica and hashtag My Tropica. And friend, hopefully we could see you on the island.
Look, you never know what could come next. You could be the smooth fan that's stepping onto that island right now. We're handling things here in Joburg. We're going to Cape Town. Graham, what do you have for us?
Oh, I'm in your corner, girls. Some mornings start smoothly. Others, you wake up with that headache, that dull ache, and the day still needs so much of your attention. Well, from the morning rush to a full workday, life keeps on moving, and that's why Gogo keeps Tri-Park close. For headaches, for toothache, for the aches of colds and flu, Tri-Park is the trusted triple relief pain powder that is ready to work in just 8 seconds, helping you stay on track with your day. Tri-Park, the name that Gogo knows and trusts.
3 pains, 1 hero. Tri-Park, triple relief. Park the pain your way. Grab yours today. Available in original and lemon flavors.
Well, I'm back in the kitchen, and not to cook muesli just yet, but of course we are in a little bit going to cook a tomato roast lamb along with a fresh salad, a nice balanced meal, because of course we're talking all things balance, especially considering that Avo season is finally here, and we're going to get into the launch of all things to do with the avocado straight after this. We'll see you now.
3 pains, 1 hero. Tri-Park, triple relief. Park the pain your way. Grab yours today. Available in original and lemon flavors.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And welcome back. It is, of course, your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We were here with Expresso on S3. Now, a little bit earlier on, we spoke about the fact that Avo season is officially here. And avocado season has arrived in South Africa in particular, and with it a fresh wave of flavor, creativity, and of course, feel-good food. Now, to celebrate the launch of the 2026 season, Saga brought together chefs, food lovers, and industry insiders for an event that explored just how versatile our avocados can be. From your everyday meals to more elevated dishes. And our very own Graham headed into Upper Union in Cape Town to get a taste of it all. Oh, I'm so jealous. Let's have a look.
The avocado season is officially here, and with it comes a celebration of creativity, of flavor, and feel-good food. We are at the gorgeous Upper Union restaurant in Cape Town, where the South African Avocado Growers Association is officially pressing the button to start the 2026 avocado season, with a menu that is going to delight and surprise us and show just how versatile this beloved ingredient is. We're going to get some savory, and we're going to get some very sweet surprises along the way. But I think the real discovery this morning, that happiness is in season.
Welcome everyone to our annual avocado lunch to start the avocado season. It's great to have you all here and to feel the energy that comes with avocados and the excitement.
Super excited to know what we are looking forward to this year. So what has got your team so excited about 2026?
2026 is another avocado season starting now in March. And the great thing about it is it's going to extend all the way to December this year. So local avocados are growing in their extent, and that's because they've been planted in different regions, and there's a lot more to provide to people that love avocados.
Nutritionally, why do we need to include an avo every day? What are the nutritional underpinnings?
Despite the great food content in it being so nice, there's also nutrition involved, because some nutritional things are not nice, but avocados are great. Very good source of monounsaturated fats for heart health, also for your mood. It helps lift your mood. We have things like biotin, which is good for skin health, hair health, vitamin K, blood clotting, bone health. You name it, the list goes on. There are many vitamins and minerals in an avocado which make it great to eat from a health perspective and an enjoyment perspective.
I absolutely love today's event. I think it's beautiful. Also, it's a beautiful sunny day. And it's also just good because we're getting to experience and taste avocado in so many different ways, which is quite interesting. And for someone like a chef, it's also quite inspiring to see that, okay, there's more ways to enjoy avocados and also serve avocados.
Avos means so much to me. I mean, I actually lived in Limpopo for a year when I was doing my community service, and I had an abundance of avos. So on a personal level, I love avos, but obviously as a dietitian, it's really a great source of healthy fats, and I always encourage people to enjoy them on toast in the morning or just as a snack.
Today's menu is also beautiful. The chef has really gone out, bringing in all the big guns. So the one thing that I had from the starters, which was a highlight, was the crispy onion with the chicken and the avo sauce. Absolutely love that.
Bold flavors, which we love, but then there was a layer underneath that, and we saw it expressed through amazing starters, beautiful main courses, surprisingly so in the desserts. And I'm always surprised when Avo makes its way into a mousse or something like that.
So the menu is really interesting. There's some things that I have never known that you could do with avo. The charred avo is delicious. So I'm really excited for the dessert course. I'm a sweet tooth myself, so I'm looking forward to how they're going to be using avo.
What is it about the avos that makes it so versatile? What have you been surprised about today?
You could substitute it for like a lot of things, you know, hence we did the butter, the mousse, all those things. And it's just like, you know, super creamy. It doesn't have a very strong flavor, so you can just add what you want, yeah.
I've got to ask you after this experimentation, because I've loved everything I've tasted here today, but I still make a killer smashed avo on a piece of sourdough, and I love it. So what is your favorite modality for your avo, to add an avo?
Yeah, so I'd probably grab a government loaf, white or brown, whatever's available. And I just pour the raw avo on there, just some salt and pepper and some lemon juice, and that's me, yeah.
because it really is that easy to add an avo. You don't have to go to culinary school and run an amazing restaurant. You have just got to enjoy it. And I think today our eyes have been opened. So thank you so much, my friend. Well done. Today's celebration of food, these gorgeous flavors, these savory dishes, surprising sweet treats have proven just how versatile the avocado can be. From its unmistakable, beautiful flavor, its nutritional value, it has proven that it can elevate any meal. I now understand why South Africans just love avos. So for the 2026 season, the message is simple: just add an avo. Super simple, super delicious. From simple additions to those more unexpected dishes, and there were a few. It's clear that avocados can completely transform the way we think about everyday meals and the nutritional value. And of course, with the season now in full swing, there is no better time to start experimenting in your own kitchen. Push the boat out. And for more recipe inspiration, some great ideas and information, you can visit avocado.co.za. And remember, most importantly, to add an avo. I think Carissa adds about 5 avos every day.
Whether it's acute or chronic constipation, Aspen's got you. Get the constipation relief you need from Aspen's laxative portfolio.
Well, if you are suffering from acute or chronic constipation, Aspen has got you. For long-term constipation relief, Aspen offers Movicol, Pegicol, and Laxin. Now, for relief from occasional constipation, turn to Lenolax, Lenon, Glycerine, or Laxative suppositories. Now, for gradual constipation relief, there's also Brooklax and Laxador tablets. You've got to choose the laxative you need from South Africa's value-leading laxative company and help you and your family get the relief that they need.
Whether it's acute or chronic constipation, Aspen's got you. Get the constipation relief you need from Aspen's laxative portfolio.
Oh man, let's just keep the good vibes going. Quick vibe check. Yes, opportunity to win hundreds of thousands. Now, I've got your interest, and there are certainly more thrills around the corner today. If you play your daily lotto, there is an estimated 500,000 rand sitting in our jackpot. Daily Lotto Plus, an added 150,000 rand in the jackpot. So please don't get left behind. Get your tickets as soon as they open in store. You can go right now, nationallottery.co.za online. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking app. And if you have forgotten any of that, you can go over to the Expresso socials. We'll keep reminding you all day so you can put yourself in the running to win big. Playing your daily lotto for an estimated 500,000 rand, then Daily Lotto Plus, an added 150,000 rand in that jackpot today. Good luck.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Thank you so much for your contributions already this morning. You've helped my gorgeous co-star look spectacular. You've weighed in on some vitally important conversations. It's already buzzing around World Autism Day. In fact, the whole month we're going to be focusing on that conversation. So hopefully that's prompted you to start those conversations in your own home, get your kids to delve into it at school. And of course, we've started a conversation with you guys online to hopefully inspire something new. And we asked you guys in our efforts to take this on board ourselves, what's that one thing that you've learned that completely changed the game, changed the way you do things? Maybe it was a lesson learned, a little gem given to you by a grandfather. This morning we have heard so much about going towards your fears. And I used to have this saying that I would never hide from the light, always face the darkness. Face up to your fears, but don't be shy of that gratitude, that appreciation, those positive moments as well, because I think I shy away from that. And that was an understanding of where I sit within the spectrum. Those of us that live in these extroverted spaces often have very deep, dark places to go in between. So I'm going to start that conversation with the people that care about me and I care about them so that we can bring more people into this fold. You're probably sitting with a colleague right now who has got a lot of emotion bubbling under because they haven't been able to have that conversation or find that circle of trust. Today, we expand that circle. So keep that conversation going. We'd love to hear from you this morning. What is that one thing about yourself maybe that you've discovered? Let us know on the socials. But right now, we're going to bring you up to speed with what's been happening around the world. Before I touch on those sporting headlines, here's the news just before 8 o'clock.
Well, as we approach 8 o'clock, let's get straight into our national news headlines to close off for today. Where Mineral and Petroleum Resources Minister Gwede Mantashe says government will take a month to assess further relief measures after the sharp fuel price hikes, which kicked in yesterday. Now, this follows a temporary 3 Rand levy cut expected to last up to 3 months, and that's amid tensions in the Middle East. Now, the Congress of South African Trade Unions has welcomed the move, but warned it is insufficient, citing steep increases in diesel and paraffin costs. Taxi operators are also considering fare hikes, raising concerns about mounting pressure on households as well as commuters. In other news in South Africa, members of the army and police have launched search operations for illegal firearms in Tafelsig in Mitchells Plain on the Cape Flats. And that's as part of a wider crackdown on gang violence. Now, the deployment falls under the, quote, Operation Prosper, end quote, which has seen about 2,200 soldiers sent nationwide. And that's to support the South African Police Service. Now, Western Cape Deputy Police Commissioner Luyanda Damoy says hotspots, including Manenberg, Philippi and Hanover Park, will be prioritized. Authorities say operations will run daily, guided by crime patterns, with the mission expected to continue until March next year. Internationally speaking, Italy's Coast Guard has recovered 19 bodies and rescued 58 people after a migrant boat broke down en route from Libya. Now, victims are believed to have died from hypothermia, according to the International Organization for Migration and Doctors Without Borders. Survivors, including children, were taken to Lampedusa, where 3 remain missing. Now, the German group Sea-Watch says fatalities were rising sharply, and that's with over 100 deaths in recent days. Migrants from several African countries were on board as harsh weather continues to make central Mediterranean crossing increasingly dangerous. Meanwhile, the heads of the International Energy Agency, International Monetary Fund, and the World Bank have agreed to form a coordination group, and that's to respond to the economic and energy fallout from the Middle East war. In a joint statement, they warned of severe supply disruptions and rising global uncertainty. Now, the group will assess impacts, align policy advice, and mobilize financial support, including low or zero interest funding. Now, the conflict has, among other, driven up energy, fertilizer, and food prices, with low-income, energy-importing countries the hardest hit. Tourism has also been severely affected. Let's close off on this note in Almaty, Kazakhstan, where a newly unveiled statue now honors a remarkable act of kindness from 2016, when a young man jumped into a turbulent canal to save a struggling dog and ended up stuck himself. With both in danger, nearby strangers didn't hesitate. They formed a human chain, linking arms and working in unison to pull the pair to safety. A dramatic rescue captured on video that later resonated with millions worldwide. Now, that act of teamwork and courage has become a lasting symbol of empathy and community spirit. The statue stands as a reminder that ordinary people acting together can create extraordinary outcomes and, of course, bring out the very best in humanity. Well, let's get into your traffic. That is where we leave your news for this wonderful morning. We wish you all the best on the roads, but let's see how we can prepare you.
Bedford View, good morning. A bit of traffic expected up in Jersey. In that Bedford View area, there is an accident on the N3 southbound at the Van Buren Road interchange. 4 lanes currently closed. That's a heavy hitter causing major delays in that area. Motorists, please, we advise you to approach with caution. Allow for a lot of extra travel time. Traffic is majorly backed up already. Right, with the road sorted, let's turn to the skies now and see what you have in store on the weather front. Polokwane, that's where we start. And you will start your day with some morning drizzle. In fact, temperatures set for starting at 15, raising to a pleasant 28 degrees. Then going into the rest of the week, expect sunny conditions, temps in the upper 20s. Moving through to Klerksdorp, you can expect mostly sunny skies for your neck of the woods. Temperatures starting at 15, reaching a high 28. Then sunful days ahead, temperatures consistently peaking at 28 degrees. Beautiful, in fact. Pretoria, you're waking up to mostly sunny skies. Your temps ranging between a cool 14 and 29 degrees. Then in the coming days, expect some sunny conditions. Clear of rain up until next week, in fact. In Jersey, you're going to begin your day under mostly sunny skies, I'm going to say, but a beautiful way to start your day. And then, of course, looking at your temperatures, it's going to be a pretty moderate week, ranging up to 26 degrees today. In the days ahead, expect sunny skies. Your temperatures ranging between a low of 12 and a high of 26 degrees. Moving through to Mbombela, sunny skies is what you can expect today, with rain chanced at around 30%. Your temperatures rising from a cool 16 to a balmy 26. Then for the rest of the week, some cloudy skies, clear of rain though up until next week. Moving further inland to Bloemfontein, today you can expect mostly sunny skies. Your temperatures climb from a low of 16 to 29 degrees. Then looking ahead, sunny conditions continuing, highs nearing 29 degrees later in the week. Moving to the coast now, Richards Bay, you got a beautiful start to your day. Mostly sunny skies is what you can expect. Rain chanced at around 20%. Your temperatures ranging between a pleasant 17 and a comfortable 29 degrees. Then looking forward, partly cloudy conditions continuing up until Sunday, where we've got a 25% chance of rain. Moving down to the playground. In Durbs, you've got cloud patches lingering as the day begins. Moderate wind coming in from the northeast. Then temperatures starting from a warm 21 degrees, climbing to an inviting 28. I expect a little humidity there. And you've got sunny days expected with rain coming in on Sunday. In Mthatha, bright and sunny skies is what's above you right now. Your temperatures rising from a warm 17 to, must be said, an uncomfortable 32 degrees. But in coming days, expect partly sunny conditions with a 50% chance of rain coming through on Saturday. Moving to Cradock, expect mostly sunny conditions throughout your day. Temperatures moving from a cool 18 degrees to a searing 34. Then you've got some wet days coming, though, with rain averaging around 38% to temper that heat. Gqeberha, you're in for a partly cloudy start to your day. Temperatures climbing from a pleasant 19 to an inviting 28 degrees. And you've got cloudy and wet conditions dominating for the rest of the week. In fact, rain chanced at around 60%, taking us into the weekend. Gorgeous George, how are you feeling this morning? A little bit gorgeous. Expect cloudy skies this morning, but they will clear as the day progresses. Your temperatures ranging from 18 to a beautiful 28 degrees. Then you're in for a wet week looking forward. Rain chanced at 85% tomorrow. Then down in the mother city, you start your day under partly cloudy skies with strong winds from the southwest. Temperatures sticking between 16 and 23 degrees today, but looking ahead, similar conditions, in fact, continuing with highs in the low 20s. Great for that Easter weekend. Moving inland, Sutherland, you've got sunny skies above with a 40% chance of rain today. Your temperatures climb from 16 to a high of 26 degrees. Looking ahead, wet conditions continuing throughout the week. In fact, that chance of rain is 80% on Friday. Moving to Kimberley, a mostly sunny day ahead. Temperatures ranging between a warm 17 and then a pretty hot 32 degrees. And in your coming days, bright and sunny conditions will persist with highs in the lower 30s. Then Upy, it feels like we've still got a little bit of summer to savor. Partly cloudy conditions expected in your region, but temperatures from a 19-degree start climb to a massive 34 degrees. And then looking ahead from tomorrow, sunny conditions persisting with highs in the mid-30s there. So do please look after yourself. And as always, take a moment to just appreciate the view out your window, just like Mervyn did before he sent in this gorgeous final picture of the hour. Mervyn Fenner, in fact, from Peter Maritzburg. Maritzburg, how are you doing this morning? No one sent me a picture of the golden horse yet. I absolutely love that. That's what 29 degrees looks like, or at least the start of that. You've got a beautiful day. So let's do a little bit of a recap, because we've been taken around the country and you guys delivered this morning. Coastal brilliance to inland warmth this morning delivered a spectacular display across parts of South Africa. From Ganubi, we've got Keith Dyer. Morning, Keith. Thanks for your contribution. A beautiful, peaceful sunrise over a quiet park as golden light broke through those scattered clouds, easing us into today. Then in Strand, up here where Nsimbi shared a breathtaking coastal scene, also captured a moment, the sun rising over the ocean as silhouettes of early morning walkers added a bit of that energy and that life. Beautiful. And then, of course, Mervyn rounded us off from Peter Maritzburg, capturing a striking inland sunrise where fiery orange sky framed that beautiful rising sun. That's Africa, baby. Gotta love it. Well, if you think you can do better, I challenge you. Share your sunrise view with us on 063-036-9649. Any of our Africa Channel viewers, send us a pic from America. Let's see how you are waking up when the sun eventually comes up your side of the world. But right now, of course, let's head to the ladies and Jobo plenty to get excited about for the final hour.
My Feel Good family, Cape Town, they were talking about avos a little bit later on. And look, I think we need a few avos come Sunday because Easter lunch is on the menu. And what better way to celebrate Easter with a fresh take on a classic favorite? This morning, chef and food stylist Masego Mbonyana is in the kitchen with a beautifully balanced tomato roast lamb served with a fresh salad, herby couscous, and honey roasted carrots. It is the perfect meal for a relaxed, flavor-filled Easter gathering. Masego, welcome to the Expresso kitchen.
Thank you for having me.
Look, I have never seen our kitchen this full. It literally looks like Easter Sunday came early.
Yes.
What are we making today?
Okay, as you said, I've introduced it nice and beautifully, our tomato-based lamb. And then in here, I'm going to make our couscous salad. And then we've got a nice, beautiful, vibrant avocado and wild rocket salad
There are
just to
the
balance it
avos.
out. And then we've got some sweet glazed honey carrots. That's going to be on a bed of hummus, and then we're going to sprinkle it with a bit of feta and some thyme on top, but just to balance everything out.
Okie dokie. And what are we doing here with the tomatoes on the stove?
So these tomatoes are going to be, look at you.
I'm trying. I see chefs do this. Am I doing it right?
So this is actually for just to dress our beautiful lamb.
Okay.
I love to have like a nice balsamic charred vine tomatoes just to like blister in your mouth. You know, like when you have that nice feeling
and
in your...
And it just oozes out.
Yes.
Love that. What are we putting in the couscous salad?
Okay, so we are going to be putting in our couscous, and then we're going to do our nicely charred sweet corn in there just for some sweet crunch.
Okay.
And then we're just going to give it a toss. Yeah, give it a mix.
And you said we're doing a roast lamb, correct?
Yes.
Why is this your take on the classic roast lamb?
I think it's because I really love tomatoes. If you know me, you know that I really love tomatoes. Not just because it's beautiful, but because of the taste. I love its acidity. I love its sweetness. It really cuts through the richness of the lamb. So that's why I always make it that way. And it's always nice to have like a nice sauce to go with your like sides, because as you can see, couscous is dry, the salad is dry, so you need something that will be able to hydrate the dish a bit. Yeah.
Okay, so we put some of the corn in there. What comes next?
We are going to throw in our onions.
Okay, some red onion, correct?
Yes, some nicely sliced red onions. We can give that a mix.
I think one of my biggest fears is eating raw chicken, raw fish, raw lamb. Please tell me, how do I know when my lamb is ready?
How do you know when your lamb is ready?
Yes.
You know, I always say the simplest way, if you don't have a thermometer, then just...
Oh, you see, I don't have a thermometer.
Just cut it in the middle and just check. There's really nothing fancy about it.
Thank you. Salad, green salad is done. We're still working on the couscous salad.
Yes, it's just going to get a sprinkle of feta cheese.
Oh, okay, we're sprinkling it on.
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely stunning.
You can sprinkle it on.
And then I'm seeing rosemary, correct?
Yes.
And what is the other herb over there?
That's thyme. That's going to be for our carrots.
Okay.
Yes.
Here we go. And then on this side, there's also carrots. These are your famous roasted carrots, are they not?
Yes, they are.
How did we make these?
So these just get a bit of butter and some honey.
Yes, butter and honey.
Butter and honey.
They look incredible. And you slice them smack bam in the middle.
Yes, in the middle, just like that. I'm going to switch off our tomatoes.
You really need to know how to multitask in the kitchen.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never been in the kitchen alone. I've always had a professional like you because I'd probably burn this whole studio down.
Yeah.
What is that, hummus?
This is hummus. So, you know, you don't have to actually do a lot this Easter.
Because Woolworths has you covered.
Exactly.
Convenience at its finest.
Exactly. So I'm just going to spread our hummus just like that. Make a nice little swirl.
Pretty. I love it.
Then put in your your carrots.
And tell me, like, we have the main meal sorted, which is obviously your take on the roast lamb. We've got all the side dishes. What would you say is a good dessert to round it all off?
Ooh, I think like a nice, good malva pudding is like a good option. A lot of people like malva pudding, but Woolies has like a lot of dessert ranges that you can try. My favorite is the triple chocolate frozen cake. You just hoy in some berries.
We have a surprise for you when it comes to that triple chocolate cake over there.
I love that. I love that.
Okay, so that's how you would decorate the carrots.
Yes.
Okay,
Just
and
like
when I'm
this.
dishing up, am I dishing up some hummus and some carrots
Of course.
Delicious.
This is not just for decoration.
Okay, you never know. I have to ask the professional.
Exactly.
And when it comes to the couscous and the salad, you said that it is quite dry.
Yes.
Why are we not doing a rice or a pasta?
I don't know. I'm just a big lover of grains. I'm a huge lover of grains. You already have starch coming from the roasted potato salad. You already have the grains are quite starchy as well. So I think that's a great balance. Yes. And now for the showstopper.
Is this the main event, everybody?
Yes.
Get ready.
This is our main event.
The main girl is about to come out the oven. It is Masego's roast lamb. Her take on the classic dish. I can see how it is so saucy. We have carrots, we have onions. And then are we putting the tomatoes over there?
Yes, we're going to put the tomatoes over here.
This makes sense. This looks stunning. It smells incredible. So my question is, we are what? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days away from Easter Sunday. Are you replicating this dish come Sunday?
Oh, yes, absolutely. My family, I know we're not big on pickled fish and the whole hot cross bun combo.
Yes.
But we absolutely love this. Every Easter we enjoy a nice couscous salad with some lamb and some nice vegetable
Is that a bit hot?
sides. Yes, this is extremely hot.
Let's put it over here when you're ready. We are ready for you.
Yes, this is our...
Look at the spread. This was all you, Masego.
Yes.
Your family and your kids are one lucky family.
They
Let
are
me
so
tell
spoiled.
You.
Let me tell you, they are so spoiled.
Okay, so you've talked us through these 4 dishes. We have some extras here. Here's your surprise, by the way. What's that?
Chocolate cake. Yes.
Okay, what do we have over here?
We've got some grilled chicken espetadas. That's just something nice to have like on the side if you don't want to have lamb. And then we've got our beautiful pumpkin fritters. I love these so much.
From Woolies?
Yes,
they are
I
the
love
best.
these so much. I also love those small little bun ones, which are so cute.
And then we've got the cake. We've got some roast potatoes.
Yes, and then we've got our malva pudding.
Do you know what? This is perfect. If I'm coming over and you're doing lunch, this is what's going to be in my bag. I'm going to say, thank you for hosting us.
But where's the custard?
Guys, you can't put me on the spot like that on national television. Woolworths, please. You know where we are. Get me some custard. This is how we slice it. Is it boneless?
Yes, this is actually boneless, and you can get it from Woolies as well. It's already pre-spiced for you. It's got some aromatics. It's got rosemary. It's got some garlic as well.
How long did we put this lamb in the oven for?
About 2.5 hours.
Okay, see, so convenient. I mean, you can go ahead and finish off the rest of the meal while this is in the oven.
The nice thing about this recipe as well is that you have to cook it nice and slow, just to get it nice and juicy.
Can I cut myself a little sticky over here? I have to try.
Oh, here's a little sticky over
Oh, is there one for me? Thank you,
Yes.
Maseko.
And I love the tomato chunks, the carrot chunks, the onion chunks.
Oh, it smells delicious. Okay, fresh out the oven, everybody. We have to blow it a little bit. We're about to burn our mouth. 3, 2, 1.
Juicy.
Holy moly, that is incredible. I mean, we don't have enough time on the show to finish this entire feast. The crew's looking at me right now going, please don't eat it all. Leave some for me. Maseko, thank you so much for helping us out with our Easter Sunday lunch. We are ready. We are sorted.
The pleasure is all mine.
Look, Feel Good fam, I know my mom is looking at me now saying, my kind, you better come make this meal come Sunday. And you know what? I'm not even breaking a sweat because I know Woolworths has my back. They are your hosting partner. So go out to Woolworths and grab this entire meal. You can also go to Expresso.com. And talking about Woolworths, they have your outfit of the day sorted come this Sunday too. We also have an incredible performance on standby. We'll see you guys in a bit. We're going in.
Yes.
I want another piece of
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back as we continue what has turned into a bit of a journey of self-discovery this morning. And I love the fact that we're holding up that mirror for you to do the same. And we asked you guys online, what is that one thing that you've learned that completely changed the way that you do things?
My goodness, I shared mine. I said, do it scared because you have to show up anyway. Graham, I love the quote that you gave. Face the darkness.
Face the darkness, but also don't hide from the light. And I realize because we do, we embrace the scary moments, the uncomfortable moments, but do we embrace those positive moments that are right there? Well, we put it to you guys to let us know what that one thing is that changed the way you do everything. and we have had some brilliant responses come through. Let's start with Renee, who said this. She said, good morning, that an unhealed leader cannot lead a team.
That's right.
Wow. Getting rid of taking offense and defense. If upset or angry, do not say anything immediately, but do get to that calm first.
Counting to 10 goes a very long way. I'm learning.
sure.
I'm learning. Thank
Just
you,
be
Renee.
still.
Thank you
Very
for that
good.
reminder. All right, let's see what Werner has to say as well, who said, good morning. For me, it's the power of prioritization. Learning to focus on high-impact tasks first in the morning has boosted my productivity massively. Werner, once you unlock that, girl, you're going to be unstoppable.
Because that takes the choice out of the equation.
Absolutely.
Just you know what you've got to approach. You hit that first, and
Do it
then everything
immediately.
else feels meaningful. I love that. Let's get another one. And Anel saying this. And Anel said that I learned that in life, not everyone is happy about your success. So everything I do, I never tell people. I keep it to myself.
Listen.
That makes me happy and sad at the same time.
Yeah, the evil eye is real, though.
Yeah, 100%.
Got to protect yourself. I get that. And then our family, Mark Gavin, let's have a look at what he had to say as well. Coming through with some really great advice. Good morning. I don't have mornings, but I am constantly learning. And one breakthrough that has profoundly changed how I process information and answer questions is CO2, which is COT, chain of thought prompting.
As I understand it, is very much about doing that. Pause before you react and go through the motions. And it's amazing. Once you kind of set that in as a button, or I use the term gateway, before you react. I often talk about that 10-second action vacuum.
Sure.
As a parent, you learn all about that. And often it's about not kind of filling that space. But I love the fact that so much of what we've spoken about today is just pause, don't react. Our first rule, don't panic.
Don't panic.
Don't panic. Everything is going to be okay. Please share those with us. Let us know via voice note 0630369649. What's that absolute gem, that one thing you've learned that changed the game for you? Well, we've got two game-changing ladies waiting for us with more game-changing ladies waiting with them right now. So let's head back up to Josie.
Oh, Graham, you are just so sweet. Thank you so much. And Mzansi, we've been having such a beautiful morning together. You must never make sure that you go anywhere else but here. Because, friend, 100%, when we talk about feeling good, this is exactly where you need to be. So, yes, we have the vibes in Cape Town, but we also have them right here in Johannesburg at the Samsung DQX, where we've been having a beautiful morning already, but it just got better because of these two queens that are with us.
Look, the two queens who are here. One is the voice behind the global smash hit called Substitute. She is a rock icon who took South Africa to the top of the world charts. And today, legendary rocker Cindy Alter is also joining forces with one of the most she is, of course, one of the most modern indie stars, the award-winning Sherry Lee, for a brand new anthem of empowerment titled Be Your Own Hero. Everybody, let's give them a feel-good welcome.
Gorgeous ladies.
So we have Sherry Lee, we have Cindy Alter. How are you guys doing this morning?
Very, very tired.
Oh,
Why? Why tired?
Because we woke up very early. It's not our normal routine.
You guys are used to wake up at 3, 4 in the morning. No. Musicians, we work till like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yes.
And then we go to bed.
This is the opposite for you, is it not?
Especially as rockers. Like, you guys rock hard into
Well,
the night.
she can, yeah, no,
You know what I
she's
mean?
a total rocker. A rock star, man.
Okay, I've had a life.
What can you say, babe?
I love her. Cindy, you're talking about this full life that you've lived from South Africa, but then you moved to Nashville. How has that change been? How has it changed your music? How has it influenced your music?
A lot. You know, I mean, I lived in South Africa for years and years. I traveled a lot. I was very lucky. And I also lived in Los Angeles for many years. I lived in Los Angeles for 15 years, and then came back to South Africa, worked here. What I found by moving to Nashville is I am infused with writing songs, with the music around me, and that it's in the air. You smell it.
Sure.
And you're always pushing yourself. You're always upping your game. You're always being challenged. That's good for me. People like me like challenges.
That's beautiful. That's how you grow, right?
Exactly.
100%.
I don't want to stay the same.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, ages are nothing. Age is just a state of mind and a state of life.
Yes, I love that. And I mean, Shirley, speaking of growth, here's someone who's grown so much, recently got a #1 on the music charts. Congratulations. And I mean, it's obviously such a moment for you to be working with somebody that you looked up to since you were a kid. How has this almost shaped your music making now? And more than anything else, tell us why it's such a full circle moment.
You know what? As a young kid, I used to sit on Sunday. My dad used to work, and I did it when he was at work because I wasn't allowed to take out the LPs because you know you can scratch it. So I took it out, and then I would listen to all the rockers. I mean, obviously Sydney with Cloud, that was like my top favorite. But Queen and Rolling Stones and Beatles, all those era where they were rockers, you know. And I looked up to Sydney because I was like, I told my dad, I took the cover when he came home and I said, I want to be just like her, just like her. And he has a music. He also used to do music. He played guitar. He would never pursued it professionally, but he had an influence in it as well. And the sound, I think, that I have today, it's got a bit of rock and it's got storytelling. And I also had the opportunity to go to Nashville and perform there.
Incredible.
At the Commodore Grill, which is actually
darling,
so
I
cool.
go there all the time.
I see you every time. And it's just so lovely to know that, you know, the stories that I tell, there's a lot of artists in Nashville are country, and that's where it comes from. It's the storytelling in country that I also try and bring into my music. So it's just an honor to write and be part of this journey with her. I mean, it's just amazing.
And talking about this journey, you're obviously in Nashville, you're in South Africa.
Yes.
How did this even come about? How did we produce the song with you being that side and Shirley being this side?
We were introduced by somebody that I know here, Jono Johansson's wife.
Okay.
And she said, you know, do you want to write something with Natalie? Yes. Do you want to write something with Shirley? And I'd already worked with Shirley once. I used to run a songwriting night, and she came and played one night. And I just wanted to work with somebody that was fresh, younger, doing something in the business.
Yeah.
You know, for me, as I said, an alter artist, alter ego. It's just, for me, it's not like, oh man, you know, I know everything. I've done it all. Yes, I have done it all. And more.
Of course.
Which we can't talk about on TV. But the point being, I am always learning, growing, and learning from other artists and young artists and empowering other artists.
Love that.
You've got to empower people.
And inspire.
100%.
And she's inspired you.
She's inspired me.
Yeah, women definitely, because women like to knock each other down. They mustn't.
100%.
We need to
when you
raise
rise,
us up.
others must rise too.
Raise it up.
100%. And ladies, I mean, we're now talking about, you know, be your own hero. This beautiful, beautiful duet that you are giving us. Give us just an idea of how exactly this came about and why was it the perfect duet for you two?
So like we said, the girl Ace basically introduced us. It was actually on social media. She said, you know, it would be cool if you guys do a collab. And it was like, okay, cool. And then the song was written over WhatsApp video call. We wrote it within an hour. Can you believe it?
What was the time difference?
Well, 8 hours, 7-8 hours.
Yeah, I think it was maybe winter. 8 hours,
Yes.
maybe. So we, in Nashville, we are 8 hours behind you guys.
Yeah.
So we had to find a time where I was at home and she was at home, and it just happened. It was a funny thing, and sometimes that happens in songwriting. When you're writing a song with somebody, it just works out, and sometimes when it starts being pulled, I'm like, you know what, guys,
it's not working.
I'm gonna go home.
It's late now. Well, you know what, ladies?
And you know what? We had the same concept.
Yeah, we did.
Do you see? When
So
it's
it was
meant to be, it's meant to
always
be.
going to
And
be.
we're so glad we get to experience the magic this morning on that
Thank
show.
you so much.
Thank you.
Feel Good Family, we have an iconic partnership right next to us. It is Cindy Alta and Sherry Lee bringing us Bring Your Own Hero. It obviously is dropping tomorrow, that being tomorrow. So get ready to be inspired as they will be giving you guys an exclusive performance right here. We said we've got the entertainment, we've got the food, we've got the vibes. What more do you want?
Come on, and this is why we're going to take a short break now so you can go and get maybe a little bit of a coffee, a toilet break, whatever it may be. But you need to come back because you're about to be entertained right here on S3. Don't go anywhere.
All you can
Get ready to spin and win with World Sports Betting. Every Friday morning on Expresso, one lucky viewer will walk away with up to 5,000 Rand in cash. Want in? Simply head to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook, Instagram or X pages and answer the weekly question and include hashtag World Sports Betting. Don't miss your chance to turn your Friday morning into a winning one. T's and C's apply and can be found at expressoshow.com. World Sports Betting, where every spin could be a win.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso on S3. We've spoken about everything but fashion. So let's get straight into it. After you've dressed me so wonderfully, Mzansi, now whether you are dressing up or opting for a more laid-back style, Woolworths has this Easter covered and fits for everyone. From relaxed on trend layering pieces to a little bit of a smarter wear. And that's why we brought in fashion director from Glamour South Africa, Tanya Durant, is here to make sure that this Easter is your most stylish Easter yet. Miss T, Tanya, welcome back. I mean, she always is going to outdress all of us, looking
Thank you so much,
incredible.
Carissa. Thank you for having me once again.
Thank
I
you
love
for coming
being on the
back.
set with you.
Thank you for saying yes to the invitation.
Of course, always.
Let's talk about the Easter weekend.
Yes.
It literally is just days away. Now, usually
Like tomorrow.
Literally, it usually is the launch of a new season.
Yes.
We're kind of getting into autumn, winter now. So when we think about AW, what are the go-tos? What are we looking for in terms of trends?
So for this season, definitely color.
Yes.
Right? Color is so big. And obviously with winter, we gravitate to warmer tones. And so we look at the caramels. We'll just have a look at the women's rail over here.
Come over this way.
Let's
You can
do it
show
this
us.
way, yeah. So we're doing all the warm tones, the colors. We always have checks. And then in terms of fabrics as well, we have beautiful suede coming through.
I love that.
Always good knitwear, guys. Always. You always need that for autumn, winter.
Yeah, it's a
And so,
classic.
and so this is definitely these colors, the deep burgundies, all of these are just absolutely the colors that you want in your wardrobe for autumn, winter season.
And tell me, the gents, do they get left of the table or are they also taken care of?
They're always taken care of.
Okay, come show us what the gents are doing then.
So once again, these warm tones, the beiges, you've got also the deep browns
I
that's
love
coming
that.
through. And as I said, like the suede, like absolutely love the texture of this particular jacket. And then obviously you need your classic trench.
That's great. It's
How
also
amazing.
elevated.
100%.
With the
It's,
buttons that are hidden.
100%. And these pieces are so versatile because it's not only formal, but it can be styled casually as well. And that's what you want. I always say when you're shopping, make sure that all your pieces work with your other pieces in your wardrobe, right? Because that means it's an investment, and that's
for
what
a
you
long
want.
time.
100%. Yes.
And I love that you've mentioned both casual and dressed up because some people do prefer a more chilled Easter. They want to have their body's worth in Easter eggs, room for comfort. Others like to, dress it up a bit. I know on a Sunday morning we go to church too.
Yes, of
so
course.
do we have options for either or?
Yes, we've got, let's do our relaxed
Bring in our relaxed
please,
models.
for ladies. So she's wearing a wonderful co-ord set in a beautiful, beautiful color, paired perfectly with your brown handbag, very structured handbag, big enough to hold whatever a woman needs. As you know, we need enough space because we hold everything but the kitchen sink. And then obviously a beautiful scarf that absolutely just completes the whole look. Obviously our gentleman here, very cool, very relaxed. As I mentioned, the beautiful jacket. It's a bit cropped as well. I love the layering. I don't know if you can see the layering with the check, the colors, the burgundy that's coming through. And then the fitted trouser and the matching boot. Everything just works so well. So you've got matchy-matchy, but then you've also got the color that kind of breaks it, gives it a bit of interest, which is really beautiful. And obviously the boot, the heel for the woman.
We're matching.
The suede, yes,
Twinning.
love that. The round toe heel, so that's really, really beautiful.
I love that you prioritize comfort, but you still got the layering that we need for this season. But honestly, the tabo looks amazing. Our gent here looks incredible as well. That layering is something, eh?
Definitely. And the nice thing with these sets is that can be paired with sneakers as well.
Right. A nice
so
white sneaker.
100%. We've got some sneakers. Yeah, I know these are men's, but you also get women's versions as well, where you can bring in a even more relaxed approach. This is slightly more elevated.
I love that. Okay, so that's the more relaxed fit. Let's see for our churchgoers or even those that want to find themselves at restaurants.
Yes, of
what
course.
Are we going
and you want to dress up. I've got our first model. She's looking absolutely beautiful. She's got the beautiful pleated skirt. She's also wearing the browns. And then just bringing this pop of like colors.
That coat is everything.
The print just obviously elevates the whole look. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a classic style coat, very chic. It's something that you need in your wardrobe as a woman. You know, that statement piece.
And you can wear it for years to come.
Definitely, definitely. And then I absolutely love the boot.
Yeah.
Traditionally, you would go with a heeled boot, but I love this because it's still very chic, but still very relaxed as well.
Oh, I love that.
So you can just, you can absolutely enjoy your lunch or going to church, whatever you end up doing and going for a walk after your lunch.
Exactly.
It's all comfort,
You're not restricted.
Yes.
So the girlies are taken care of, the gents.
Oh, he's looking so chic in his houndstooth. You can't really see it right now, but it's actually a houndstooth print.
Oh, I see now. It's like very
it's
fine.
Matching. Yes.
Oh, love.
Absolutely chic. Absolutely love the trouser. And then obviously the knitted piece underneath, match with the shirt, just the overall look, and obviously not forgetting the scarf. The scarf just takes it to another level.
Tanya, I will say I've never seen a scarf thrown on a suit, but from here on out, please can we do this more? The way that came together so amazingly.
So beautifully,
Oh, okay, so we're taking care of whether we are elevated or more relaxed. Guys, thank you so much for being here. And I love the fact that brown ain't going nowhere.
No, we're absolutely obsessed with the brown still this winter, and obviously the burgundies that are coming through. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well, I need to find myself in that burgundy set in just a little bit.
Oopsie.
The tabo looks incredible. I'm losing my morals here, just getting excited about autumn, winter, but we are definitely taking care of. Tanya, you've done it again. Girl, thank you for making sure that we look good this Easter.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been such a pleasure.
Come on, we appreciate it. And we want you, Mzansi, to celebrate and style this Easter weekend. So as you know, you can shop Easter fits at Woolworths, available in-store, online, and on the Woolies app. Okay, if you could pick your favorite from this section, where are you going?
My favorite?
I feel like you're going to go burgundy. Hey?
I do love the burgundy, definitely. This dress is absolutely gorgeous. But then I'm also obsessed with this jacket.
I love the crop of it as well.
So beautiful. How stunning is this?
Okay, now I'm convinced. If Tanya says it's so, then we 100% have to go for all the textures, all the colors, and all the warm tones when it comes to this autumn winter, along with Woolworths.
Oh, there's just so much goodness happening absolutely everywhere. I tell you, it's whether it's in Cape Town or right here in Johannesburg at the Samsung DQX. But this is the nice thing, is that television goes all over the country. It could be in Bloemfontein. You could be in the Eastern Cape. It doesn't matter, my friend. These beautiful vibes that these ladies are bringing you are about to reach you wherever you are. And I'm talking about none other than the beautiful Shirley and the incredible Cindy Alta. They're here this morning to share their duet with us. Everyone, let's make some noise for them. It's called Be Your Own Hero.
1, 2, 3, 4. Be careful what you think, be careful what you say. Lies that you've been told can stain your soul like ink.
And you can change your story, it's not set in stone. You can do this on your own. And you can be your own hero. You can, oh you can be your own hero. Oh. Tattoos upon my skin reminds me where I've been. No battles left to win. I do it again and again.
You can change your story,
it's not set in stone.
you can do this on your own.
And you can be your own hero. You can, oh you can be your own hero. Oh.
All the times that you thought that you weren't good enough,
And you're down on your knees and you couldn't get up, and the colors bled into each other, faded like rust.
you can be your own hero.
You can, oh you can be your own hero. You can be your own hero. You can, oh you can be your own hero. You can, oh you can be your It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We are getting ready. We are getting prepped because the road trip season is here. This weekend is a long weekend. And some of you might be looking for something delicious to eat. Whether you are a diehard salt and vinegar chips fan, I love that. Or even, and this one is a rite of passage, a boiled egg in the Tupperware traditionalist, or a survivor of the 6-hour drive fueled solely by lukewarm garage pies and determination. We all know that the right snacks make or break a road trip. And that's what we want to get into today to help you gear up for the long weekend. We're showing you how to make this road trip worthy trail mix. It's just versatile and guaranteed to keep everybody in the car happy. Chef Jay is here. And you know what? That is the rule at the end of the day. Everybody must be satisfied.
And this is the way to do it.
Come on.
Because you've got a little bit of sweet, you've got a bit of salty, you've got some crunchy, you've got chewy.
Seeds will keep you fuller for longer.
Exactly. You've got simple carbohydrates, you've got more complex carbohydrates, you've got protein, you've got good fats. So it's, keeping you energized and keeping you going for, the sing-alongs.
The sing-alongs. And if in doubt, biltong, that's all we're saying. A South African staple and classic. Okay, so talk us through what we've got going today, because I'm smelling a lot of smells here.
Yeah, it's very interesting, eh? But I think the best thing is just to lead with your, what you love.
So we've got
sunflower seeds, dried mango, almond flakes or slithers.
Okay.
We've got dried apricots. We've got some coconut flakes here. We've got some
coconut oil.
We've got some salt. We've got some honey and
what is this? Tell us what this is.
This is balsamic vinegar.
Balsamic vinegar. Have you ever in a trail mix?
So it also helps caramelize it and, brings it all together into these little beautiful morsels of chunks, golden goodness. I mean, look at that. It's
the
delicious.
clusters
Then
that
we've got some wild cards.
On.
Okay, we've got piri-piri, cashew nuts, always a staple in our road trips. Wasabi peas. Come on.
Listen, those are actually addictive.
On. We've got some biltong sticks and, of course, 70% dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate.
Only the best for you.
Oh, I appreciate that, especially on a long 6-hour drive. All we'll be doing, guess what we'll be listening to?
What?
Guess. Guess. Come on, you know what we're going to listen to on the road? Beyonce!
I was going to say the St. Texas.
Oh, we at Hold'em. Okay, so what do we do first when it comes to this?
Okay, let's go. I'm going to do sunflower seeds. You can.
I can go.
You can go.
Okay, I'm going to leave
it.
the sunflower.
Go for it. You're going to leave.
I'm going to go with the mango.
I'm going to do sunflower seeds. I can't believe I didn't get Beyonce. I'm
you
actually
literally
so
saw
disappointed.
her live. Much to all of our disappointment, we were like, why didn't you take us with you, Jay?
Next time, Act 3.
Next time, I won't invite you.
Child.
Coconut flakes.
You and I have had a love-hate relationship this week.
Never hate.
But I love you nonetheless.
I love you always. Okay.
I'm going to hit it hard with the mango and the apricots because listen, I'm there. Wow. Okay. It's giving
Tropicana.
Tropicana.
I'll add a little bit of the seeds.
I'm going to do coconut flakes, and then I think I'm going to do a bit more of almonds. Do you know what my favorite road trip album is, actually?
Tell me.
Celine Dion, Falling Into You.
Is that with My Heart Will Go On?
No.
Oh.
That's with...
Come sing for us.
Falling Into You. But there's a song that I love. It's just a game of love, love, love. And even though it hurts me, baby, I can never give you up.
Hey.
And guess what? I think we've got a secret admirer because we've got a heart.
We've got hearts everywhere. Listen, it was Celine Dion's 58th birthday, and she announced she is back from a stiff person syndrome. And I'm so happy too. She can make a stop here in Mzansi. Okay, salt going in.
Yes.
Coconut oil going in.
I'm going to do a little bit of balsamic.
I'm not doing balsamic, but I will do honey. Mine's going to be very sweet.
I'm going to do some salt just to set that off and then just give it a mix.
So what consistency are we looking for here, Jay?
We're looking for a little bit of a sticky sort of consistency. You want to almost see everything starting to clump together.
I see. You said the morsels.
The little morsels. Because that makes it fun. You get everything in one bite.
Yeah.
You know? Because what's the sense of baking this together if it's still going to go back to just being separate?
You might as well eat it separately. So when does the wild card go in? Not right now.
No, not right now. So we're going to do that on the baking tray, and that we're going to bake that low and slow in the oven. A lot of sugary stuff going on with the honey, so you don't want to get it burnt.
Yeah.
You know, so you want to be sure to toss it throughout the process. wild cards, something like the piri piri cashew nuts. You could add it, but I think it's going to conflict with what's going on there.
Yeah,
This
and
is
the
just,
flavors.
you know, the flavors.
Yeah.
This is just an idea. So if you want to make it more adulty and more, you know, spicy.
Why not?
Why not? Wasabi peas, also you could add that afterwards.
And the savouriness of it is going to be delicious. So
Exactly.
when it gets to this point, basically, we can mix in whatever we need.
Exactly. And then
love
same with
that.
biltong, because I mean biltong is, I mean, you don't want to dehydrate the biltong anymore. So have
Done its
that,
job.
chop it up, and as it comes out of the oven, you can throw that in. But the idea is that you can, much like we've done today, have a bunch of things, raid your pantry, raid your fridge, see what you have. You know, get the kids involved, get them to give their input as well.
They would add speckled eggs.
Well, you know what? That was on my list
It's
of
me,
things
I'm the
to
kid.
bring. You know, any kind of, you know, hard-coated candy.
That's what I'm thinking.
That could withstand a bit of the heat, but I would also just mix it in.
Afterwards.
Sorry, I think
That's
it's the-
all right.
that
That's
was
with the wasabi
balsamic.
nuts. That's the balsamic.
Chocolate also, it's a great idea. And also be conscious of where you're traveling, because if you're traveling to like the middle of the Northern Cape and it's like blistering hot,
Yes.
please don't use chocolate. Don't use
It is
chocolate.
going to melt. But this is an absolutely great recipe. You can find it on the QR code on your screen right now. Your phone's camera is how you access it. It will take you here for your long weekend. Question, traditionally, are you a boiled egg in the Tupperware kind of guy?
No, but listen, pepper steak pie all day long. Pepper steak pie,
You said,
warm, not lukewarm,
sign me up.
hot.
I love to see it. Well, we will enjoy the trail mix that Chef Jay has prepared and done a fantastic job. And we're going to close off with some Beyonce.
Oh.
All the single ladies, all the single ladies. Oh, not me, though.
Not
I'm
me
married.
either.
Find relief and feel better with Alsanic. Just 5 mils or 1 tablet goes a long way, and Alsanic is available without a prescription.
Goes a long way indeed. I think we all know that uncomfortable burning feeling in our chest after eating, or maybe heartburn that just keeps coming back. It keeps repeating. Well, it could actually be linked to a peptic ulcer, and that's where Alsanic can really help. Alsanic works by coating the stomach lining with a protective layer, helping to shield it from irritation for up to 6 hours. And it's also very easy to use. Just 5 mils of the suspension or 1 tablet can help to protect your stomach during the day. And you can also keep an eye out for Alsanic's updated packaging. Same value, just a new look, coming to pharmacy shelves pretty soon. Plus, here's the good news. Alsanic is giving you guys the chance to win one of 5 2,500 Rand cash send vouchers. So what you got to do, head over to the Alsanic Facebook page and enter their competition today. Good luck.
Find relief and feel better with Alsanic. Just 5 mils or 1 tablet goes a long way, and Alsanic is available without a prescription.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
All right, we've dusted the food off our faces. No
The
trail
biltong.
mix anywhere, no biltong. No, we love that for the long weekend. Let's see if we can bolster up the bank account just a little bit more, because there are more thrills and more opportunities to win when you play your daily lotto. Why? An estimated 500,000 Rand
yes.
is sitting in that jackpot. Then Daily Lotto Plus has 150,000 Rand waiting there for you.
For who? For me?
you.
I'll take them both. So don't get left behind, Mzansi. Buy your tickets now. You could do that in store. I'm pretty sure they're open. Head to that website, nationallottery.coza, the mobile app, or even your cell phone banking.
And there's some top-notch content to be taken online. So head over to the Expresso socials and we'll keep those details there as well. So you can get a reminder whenever you need. Not that you should need it, because when you play your Daily Lotto, 500,000 Rand is motivating you. And Daily Lotto Plus, we are throwing an additional 150,000 Rand into the kitty.
Well, that sounds fantastic. We mentioned before we're quarter to the weekend, baby.
Yes.
And we've got the perfect soundtrack to take us there.
Yeah. My Feel Good family, yes, we are here bringing the entertainment at the Samsung DQX studios. And of course, they've stuck around to give us a second performance.
It's 100% true. Everyone make some noise as we round up the show in style. It is Shira Lee as well as Cindy Alta. It's called Substitute.
Sam, you've been waiting much too long now. It looks like she's not coming home. Sam, you've been loyal, true and faithful, all this time of being low.
If I can get the same dedication, I give you everything in creation. And if she doesn't come back, she doesn't come back, I'll be your substitute whenever you want me. Ooh, don't you know I'll be your substitute whenever you need me.
Sam, every day you waited for her, I've been waiting here for you. Sam, all this time I've been lonely. I know what you've been going through.
I'll wait until the chances occur, 'cause you can keep relying on her. And if she doesn't come back, she doesn't come back, I'll be your substitute whenever you want me. Ooh, don't you know I'll be your substitute whenever you need me.
Each day by your window, sit inside, hoping to see her face.
Oh, you might as well forget about her and find someone to take her place. I'll be your substitute whenever you want me. Ooh, don't you know I'll be your substitute whenever you need me. Ooh, don't you know I'll be your substitute?
Another feel-good production.